Welcome everybody to another rendition of DeleteLawZ. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree America? How is everybody doing tonight? Thank you for joining me today on Sunday. I know you have a lot of choices of places I guess we're not plugged in here.
Here you are broadcasting from Fort Heller. Still broadcasting from Fort Heller.
There we go. Again, I do apologize for the sound flub there. Welcome everybody to DeleteLawZ, another rendition of DeleteLawZ. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree America? What is going on? Broadcasting here on YouTube, United States government. As you know, the YouTube United States government is working directly through YouTube. The FBI, the CIA, cop shops, they got them packed into the back room of YouTube. Everybody, do me a favor, hit the like button. Hit the like button if you would, please. Hit the like button. It'll just take you a second and it would mean the world to me. I would appreciate it so much if you just hit the like button. And then let's type down in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the chat for me if you would, please. Yep, you do indeed hear Dick Heller in the background. You hear that man in the background. Heller Gun Dude is up. We have Heller Gun Dude up. We put out a video last night just asking you guys what size of the gun keychain you guys would like to have. 500 people in the room right now. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. This is disgusting. You're not ready for what you're about to see. Chevy, did you hit the like button? Check this out. This is where a cop is going to kill a man. He's not going to kill him today. He's going to die later. He's going to die 9 months later. What you're about to see is in the Mullen Commission, the police all say that a little bit of violence is perfectly fine. A little bit of violence, it comes with the job, is what they say. Well, a little bit of violence is what kills this man.
I don't think you're going at it right. Here we go. Yeah, I got the tools at the house. You know where I live. You know, you didn't do it on purpose. No,
63, did you get my last transmission?
I'll come by. Stop by the house. You know where I be. I'm glad that you are somebody I know.
Hey, hold on. Don't go anywhere yet.
What do you mean don't go anywhere yet?
Exactly what the fuck I mean. Don't go anywhere yet.
Hey, what the fuck is it?
So did you hear what he said? You heard, what were the words that this cop used? When I'm governor, you're not going to be able to talk to citizens this way. Listen to what this jackboot thug pig said to this man.
Go anywhere yet.
What do you mean don't go anywhere yet?
Exactly what the fuck I mean. Don't go.
Exactly what the fuck I mean? Who are you, bro? You're a beta male chumpzilla. You would have no chance in a real world scrap against me. And this man doesn't resist at all, and he's going to die because he doesn't take care of himself first.
Go anywhere yet.
Hey, what the fuck is it about done? I was.
What?
What happened? He hit me accident.
EMS is not needed.
Looking that way to go. Shit.
Did you hear what the copper said? EMS is not needed because I have not attacked him savagely yet for no good reason. Remember, this man got hit by a car on his bike. There's people helping him get his stuff together. He's done absolutely nothing wrong at all.
All right, am I through?
No.
What have I got to do?
You got to wait here.
Why does he have to wait there? He is not being given lawful commands. He doesn't have to wait there. He's not filing out a police report based on him being hit by the car.
What for? Tell me.
Till we finish our investigation.
Until they finish their investigation. And where does that come from? Terry versus Ohio. That cops have a right to detain you to investigate you. Put it in the comment section. OTVO.
Investigation? There ain't.
Matter of fact, have a seat.
You already said investigation. There ain't no investigation. You hear what he just said? Listen.
Investigation? There ain't.
Matter of fact, have a seat.
There ain't no investigation. And why is that? Because he doesn't need Dickinson police down in Texas to investigate anything. He wants to go home. Instead, he's going to die.
Have a seat on the curb.
Matter of fact, I was out there laying.
Have a seat on the curb.
You're not listening to me.
Yeah, he's not listening to him. That's the victim of being hit by the car. He just wants to go home, but instead the cop is going to kill him.
Have a seat
That's
on the
what
curb.
you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, jackboot thug pig. Put it in the comment section. JBTP. Put it in the comment section.
Have a seat on the curb.
She hit me. I mean, he hit me, and I thought he saw me.
So that's it. That's it right there. That's it right there. That's the whole thing right there. This should be over right here. Welcome, everybody, to DeleteLawZ. My name is ChilleDeCastro. I am an autodidactic constitutional law scholar. In the year 2002, Michael Moore, current chief of police of LAPD, no-knock raided my apartment not once but twice in the same month. Most of the time when someone's accused of being a chemical dealer after the cops raid their house the first time, they move. That's what Robert Shapiro pointed out. That got me out of jail initially. Since then, I've been studying nothing but the history of constitutional law, Supreme Court case law, and understanding that you're not going to get a fair shake in court. It's not going to happen. You're going to go to court, and the judge is empowered by the cop who gives the case to the DA. The judge has a job because of the jackboot thug pig on the fridge, on the street, right there. So you're looking at it right here, the exact tyrannical system that's been created. Any Team DLZ members in here? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a member of Team DLZ. If you have a Trifold in your car, if you got a cop card in your wallet, and you come here all the time, put a 1 in the chat right now. This is absolute tyranny.
Hey, have a seat on the curb.
Now, hold on a second. Terry versus Ohio is a case that I have studied so in depth, so detailed that look at all the ones. 1, 1, 1, 1. God bless you guys. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Today's giveaway, as you guys know, if you guys get a Trifold from me on my website, DeleteLawZ.com, it's $25. I'm going to put in your envelope a free set of Fifth Amendment cop cards, and the new ones, the new brand comes out right now. We are out of the old one. The new one are coming in. This man, Terry versus Ohio, does not say that I have to sit on a curb. Never heard of that. Put a 1 in the chat if you never heard of that. I've never heard of Terry versus Ohio from 1968 saying detainment equals I get to be forced to sit on the curb. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that anywhere. I can't understand why in the world cops get to say, hey, you go sit on the curb. I'm not going to sit on the curb. You're not my daddy. I'm your boss, jackboot thug pig. I'm in charge of you. I pay your salary. You work for me, bud. And these pigs are out of control in this country.
Don't look for my stuff. I thought he saw me.
Hey, have a seat on the curb.
I'm going to look for my stuff, young man.
All right, turn around.
Come on, now, wait a minute.
Hey, relax.
What are you doing?
Hey.
Why is he grabbing the victim? Why is he putting his hands on the victim? He's looking for his stuff that flew out of the cart of his bike. Why is he touching this man?
Hey,
You're going to have a seat. Sit down.
I'll try to have a seat if you'll let go of me. You don't own me.
Right there, he died. When the cop slammed his head into the car, the man got a brain bleed and he dies.
Put your hands behind your back.
And what do we see time and time and time again? They put dead men in torture cuffs. Now, he's not dead just yet. Just wait. There's more. There's a lot more here. The entire system fails him. There's no what I call SOC, standard of care. There's no standard of care. And this man is being shackled like a pig as he's completely unconscious and his brain is bleeding.
Leave him now.
63. Go ahead. Roll an ambulance.
Now they need an ambulance. Originally, the man got hit by a car, and then the jackboot thug pig called in that they didn't need an ambulance, but now he attacked the victim. And now they need an ambulance because this guy's not going to need an ambulance. He's going to need a morgue.
Huh?
Breaking at this hour, a Dickinson police sergeant is facing charges. Yesterday, a grand jury indicted Sergeant Michael Kinsley for injuring a 65-year-old man during an arrest 2 years ago. The sergeant's body camera captured him throwing the man to the ground, causing a brain bleed. He died a year later.
Wow.
Kinsley could face probation or up to 10 years in prison.
Okay, let's take a vote right here. How many people think Kinsley, absolutely nothing is going to happen to Kinsley? Absolutely zero. Probation means he got to kill somebody and get away with it. Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's going to face zero repercussions. Absolutely zero. I'm just wondering how many people here. Cope Dog, it dog is in the hizzy. What's going on? How you doing, Cope Dog? Good to see you, Selwyn. Nice to see you, Mark. How you doing, Omega? Candy, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? Almost 1,000 people in the chat already, and we just getting warmed up. We haven't even started yet. This is incredible. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. For the Jackboot Thug Pigs who are watching this, this is how we see you. We see you as some sort of sovereign citizen that is above the law and will not face any repercussions. And just so you know, they could abolish qualified immunity in every state. They've already done it in 4 different places: New Mexico, Connecticut, NYPD, and Colorado. Those 4 places have abolished qualified immunity. And how much difference has abolishing qualified immunity done in those places? Zero, because of Terry versus Ohio policy of officer safety above all of your civil liberties. Just wait till you see how the system treats this man when they take him down to the dungeon.
That sergeant is now on leave without pay. But we have spoken to these relatives. They are angry and they believe that this case shows corruption.
Turn around.
Come on now, wait a minute.
Hey, relax.
What are you doing?
Hey, you're going to have a seat.
That's Michael Scurlock
You don't hold me.
being questioned after a minor bike crash.
Put your hands behind your back.
The officer handcuffing him is Michael Kinsley, now charged with official oppression and injury to an elderly person.
Reliving and thinking about what we saw in the video and how Michael begged for help and he didn't get any.
Come on.
The encounter continues as Scurlock is taken to the Dickinson jail, where you can see he struggles to walk.
Sit right there on the bench for me.
Police later dropped him off at home without taking him to the hospital, according to his sister.
I called the Dickinson Police Department and they told me they really couldn't find any information in the computer.
Relax.
What are you doing?
Scurlock spent the next several months in the hospital, then died. His cause of death from the medical examiner was unrelated to the fall, but relatives believe it contributed. As for Kinsley,
I'm so sorry. Don't let the state-run media reporter take you in the wrong way. Okay, this state-run media reporter, remember, she works for the state. She works for YouTube, United States government. She works for the cops. She works for the city. The mainstream state-run media does not work for you and me. The mainstream state-run media works for the state. Listen to the lie right here. She glosses over it really quickly.
his cause of death from the medical examiner was unrelated to the fall.
Okay, the cause of death was unrelated to the medical examiner saying that he died from the fall. That's not where he died. I watched this video 20 times before I came on this live stream today. He died when the cop slammed his head into the side of the cruiser. He was unconscious the moment that, so we're at 3 minutes and 46 seconds here. Watch.
Do it.
Hey, you're gonna have a seat. Sit down.
I'll try to have a seat if you'll let go of me.
So all he has to do is let go of him and he'll try to have a seat.
You don't hold me.
Right there. That's when he died. He didn't die during the fall. He died when the cop crammed his head into the side of a vehicle with full velocity.
Don't hold me.
Right there. That's what caused the brain bleed. The brain blah blah. The brain bleed, and that's when he died.
Put your hands behind your back.
Called the Dickinson Police Department.
He struggles to walk.
How Michael begged for help and he didn't get any.
Come on.
The encounter continues as Scurlock is taken to the Dickinson jail, where you can see he struggles to walk.
Sit right there on the bench for me.
Police later dropped him off at home without taking him to the hospital, according to his sister.
I called the Dickinson Police Department and they told me they really couldn't find any information in the computer.
Relax.
What are you doing?
Scurlock spent the next several months in the hospital.
He spent 9 months in the hospital. Of course, the state-run media reporter said the next several months. Do you see how the psyops is working against you?
Then died. His cause of death from the medical examiner was unrelated to the fall.
Okay, so the medical examiner works with the cops hand in hand. Do not even for 2 seconds flat buy into what you're hearing and what you're seeing. They're telling you everything, but the truth is, if you listen and you watch, they're telling you everything the state wants you to believe. But the truth is that they are the ones who murdered him by slamming him into the side of the car. And for Team DLZ, and all y'all know this, if these jackboot thug pigs mistreat you and you got it on camera, you know what I'll do. I'll help you hire your attorney. I'll help you fight your defense, and I'll help you sue those jackboot thug pigs. That's what I'll help you do. You got to get it on camera. What's the first rule? We film the cops. We plead the Fifth Amendment. That's what we do here on Team DLZ. And if you get cheated and I see it on camera, I will help you hire your attorney, and I will help you sue those jackboot thug pigs. That's the mission. That's where we are. And we have to band together. If we don't band together, they're going to continue to lie. What did they say so far? The medical examiner said, who does the medical examiner work with day in and day out? When the medical examiner goes to the scene, who does the medical examiner work with? Who's working with the medical examiner? Who is that? Is it the cops maybe? Are the cops working hand in hand with the medical examiner? Are the medical examiners, some of them, not all of them, some of you are good people, I know that, but are some of the medical examiners quite a bit twisted and morbid? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Remember, these people handle dead bodies. That's what they do for a living. They take your loved one. I'm not going to go through the embalming process, but just trust me when I tell you, some medical examiners are twisted.
But relatives believe it contributed. As for Kinsley, he was originally cleared of wrongdoing after a police department internal investigation.
Wrongdoing. Let me tell you this. If you're new to my channel, you may understand that I'm running for governor. I haven't announced the state I'm going to run for governor yet, but the reason I'm running for governor is because there's no such thing as police wrongdoing. I'm going to create ordinances and statutes and codes, PB 101, Police Brutality 101, PB 102, PB 103, PN, Police Negligence 101, Police Negligence 102, criminal codes and statutes that charge them with crimes. This idea that cops are cleared of wrongdoing is so preposterous. And so put a 1 in the chat if the cops have broken the law and hurt you or hurt your family member. Put a 1 in the chat if you know of somebody. The cops broke their law, broke the Constitution that they swore an oath to uphold, and hurt or killed somebody, and you know about it. Put a 1 in the chat if that's happened. So then why are we still allowing these pigs to say wrongdoing? Why is that? Because the legislatures and the judges and the prosecutors are all in on it together. Now, the tip of the spear for you is me. I'm the one who goes in. The cops are the tip of the spear for the government. The cop is the one that pierces you, and then the prosecutor, the judge, and the legislators want to eat you up for financing, for money. And it's not that important in the grand scheme of life. You're not taking it with you when you die. This coming Friday, let me make this announcement. This coming Friday, we're doing a fundraiser for Tabitha Smith's family. We're right now working on Tabitha Smith's family to find out who is going to be the new parents of those 2 children. And the fundraiser that I'm doing on this coming Friday is for Tabitha Smith's children's new parents, which is likely going to be her grandparents or an aunt or an uncle. So if any of y'all have access to Tabitha Smith, who the cop murdered her when he was texting and driving and drove into the water, then please find out who the parents are going to be, because that's who the money is going to. I understand everybody wants a memorial. Everybody wants some big headstone. That's not what I'm raising the money for. We on Team DLZ, we are raising the money for the new parents of those 2 children that now have to go to a new home, I can't make a Canadian Trifold because you guys don't have the same rights we do. You don't have a First Amendment right. You don't have a Second Amendment right. You don't have a Fourth Amendment right. You have something similar to a Fourth Amendment right in Canada, but I'm well versed in the history of constitutional law, the Bill of Rights, the founding documents, the Federalist Papers, the Anti-Federalist Papers, Leviathan, Spirit of Laws, 2 Treaties of Government, Essays in Understanding Humanity. These are books that I've read that take years to read and understand. That's why we're here today, because when they no-knock raided me, I had to learn everything.
Investigation. and later
Look
even
at that, cuffing up a guy who's completely unconscious.
promoted to sergeant.
Did you hear that? Did you hear this?
After a police department internal investigation, and later even promoted to sergeant. But city officials started investigating after complaints and referred the case to the Galveston County District Attorney last year. Now, 2 years later, Sergeant Kinsley is facing charges.
If you have any humanity at all or compassion, you're going to feel it's going to make you sick.
Look at that. Look at that. Just so unbelievable. Take a look at him. Just take a second and just stare at him. That man had a life. That man had dreams and visions and hopes. And this man, he truly wanted to be, he just wanted to live. You heard him. He just said, I'll sit down on the curb if you just give me a second. And the cop didn't give him a second. He didn't give him a second. He didn't give him a minute to catch his breath. I'll give you a little bit of the news article. I don't want to watch the jail video, unfortunately. Okay, we're going to watch. Let me show you the entire system so you see how corrupt and rotten it is from core to core. Here's the jail video.
Come on.
He's got a brain bleed, folks. There's blood.
You got a car, don't you? A car for what? To get me home. No, I don't have a car to get you home with. Come on.
This man here should be charged with PN, police negligence, or prison guard negligence, PGN, prison guard negligence 101, prison guard negligence 102, a criminal code, because this man clearly is not functioning properly, but this man provides no standard of care.
Mr. Scurlock, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to a lawyer. You have the right to have a lawyer present at any interview at the place you're going for. You have the right to terminate any interview.
What's he arrested for? What are they reading him his rights for?
At any time. You don't have to make a statement, but I must warn you, any statement you make can will be used against you. You're charged with public intoxication. I'm going to set a bond of $581. Can you make bond, sir? I take that as a no.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What do we do?
Oh,
He got the laceration on his head. Okay, payment plan or this? Payment plan. Okay.
Oh, how am I here?
How am I here?
Public intoxication yesterday.
I got beat on this today.
Having you sign that, fill that out, if it has any information, we'll go from there.
Man, I ain't got no way out of here.
No, you're getting out. You're getting out.
Look at that. Look at that. Michael Scurlock cannot function, but yet these authoritarian jackboot thug pigs don't care. I would charge them both with PN 101, police negligence 101. Are they a felony? Absolutely. When a man's life is on the line, PN 105 is a felony. PN 110 is a misdemeanor. There has to be criminal codes and statutes attached to these pigs.
Stand right here for me.
Oh.
Give me your name on it the best you can.
Man, I can't see.
He can't see, he said.
Huh?
I can't see. I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right here. Sign your name the best you can.
Okay.
Thanks, Stomper.
Okay.
Watch.
Just sit right there on the bench for me.
He has to hold him up.
I think
And
this
watch
one
what he
got,
does.
I think this is.
God, man.
He just had to hold the man up. And then he says, go sit on the bench, and turns and walks away.
That's it.
My God. How can you watch this and accept this system of oppression?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
hey, you're going to have to be quiet.
Oh, he's clearly having a medical episode, and instead of offering any kind of standard of care, these jackboot thug pigs are telling him that he has to be quiet. Even though the one pig had to hold him up a moment ago, now when he goes and collapses and hollers because he can't stand upright, they tell him to shut up, that he's going to have to keep it down. Understand, there is blood draining inside of his brain right now. Shortly after he leaves, he goes to the hospital, is in a coma for 9 months, and then he dies. And the only person being charged was the pig who slammed him headfirst into the car. And then the medical examiner says the fall didn't have anything to do with it. Really? Because I thought that he was riding his bike down the road. He even got hit by a car and he was perfectly fine. Got up from that, was going to get up and pedal home. But then the cop slamming his head into the side of the car kills him. But now they're going to find an excuse. Who thinks they're going to find an excuse at the trial? Who thinks they're going to find an excuse? I'm just wondering. Who thinks, put a 1 if you think they're going to find an excuse. This system of oppression must be changed, and the only person who can change it is the governor. That's the only person. The legislators will work against freedom. The legislators will work against your civil liberties. You need a governor who has the power and the wherewithal to challenge the legislators, to challenge the bureaucracy.
You have to be quiet, right?
Listen and watch. I won't interrupt. Watch this man here who sees a man clearly in distress on the ground, and watch him walk right by him and not pick him up.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay, hey, you're going to have to be quiet. You have to be quiet, right? Listen, come on. I can't come on. The judge is out here.
I can't come on.
No. Sit right there.
Unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Stretch it out. Everybody stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Try to wipe it off. Try to not be disgusted. Try not to let that affect your soul. Good luck. I saw this last night. I've been boiling on it ever since. I've been just boiling on this. Just how in the world do you walk by a man who said, I can't? And he says, ugh, and he's struggling, and you held him up a moment ago. As governor, I will create criminal codes for police, criminal codes for prison guards, police brutality, police murder, police neglect, and they will be charged with criminal codes and statutes. Why isn't any other governor doing that? How come no other state legislator has recommended this? Because they don't care about us. You're a peon. And unless you have a team behind you, like here on Team DLZ, who will help you with your lawyer, help you with your lawsuit, then you're on your own. You're completely on your own. I'm not going to lose my cool. I'm just pissed. I'm just pissed off. What happened there? I don't know what happened there. It just did something strange here. Sorry about that.
How you doing? Man? Yes, sir. You want to talk with the Sheriff's Office? Yes, sir. You know I'm pulling you over tonight? I don't. No? Okay. Your license plate?
What? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Light is out. Hello, sir.
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Yes, sir.
You want to talk with the Sheriff's Office?
Yes, sir.
You know I'm pulling you over tonight?
I don't.
No? Okay. Your license?
Okay. When the cop pulls you over, when the cop initially pulls you over, you heard what the cop just said. Listen to it again. Let me ask you a question. Do you care why he pulled you over? How many people give a shit about why the cop pulled you over? Why do you care? You don't care. All you want to do is go home. I don't want to get slammed in my head, get a brain bleed, and die. You don't care why he pulled you over. Don't play that stupid game back and forth. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, I don't know why you pulled me over. Oh, you pulled me over because I was... No. The moment the jackboot thug pig walks up to you,
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Yes, sir.
You want to talk with the Sierra County Sheriff's Office?
Yes, sir.
You know why I'm pulling you over tonight?
I don't.
nope. I'm so-and-so with the jackboot thug pig county sheriff's office. Here's my license, registration, and my proof of insurance. It's all put together for you on a laminated card. There you go, copper. Got my phone in my other hand. I'm at touchdown position. And now I'm going to go ahead and invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Please don't ask me another questions on my attorney present. I invoke my First Amendment right to be the press. It's my right to film cops. When I flip my trifold over, the very first thing it says on the next page is it's my right to film cops. I always film cops' faces. I always film cops' faces. Can you step out of the car? Sure, I'm going to step out of the car because the second one on the trifold is Pennsylvania versus Mims that says I have to get out of the car in the name of officer safety. No problem, officer. I'll be happy to step out of the car. I want to inform you now that I've invoked my First Amendment right to be press. I'll be filming this interaction. There's no need to detain me. I'll pull up my shirt and show you I don't have any weapons. My hands never, ever, ever go below the steering wheel. I send with you in your envelope this nice broccoli wad rubber band. It goes right over your visor. Your hands never, ever, ever drop below the steering wheel. Not ever. Some people to respond by telling them. I'm telling you. Your hands never go below the steering wheel. My hands are at touchdown position. My trifold is up in my visor. Chille sent me this nice broccoli wad rubber band. It went right over my visor. My insurance, my registration, and my trifold is up in the visor. Now, from right here, I can see you. I can see your face. You're the most important thing in the scene. The camera's pointing at me. The jackboot thug pig is caught in the crossfire of my camera. I'm shooting this way. Cop comes up. Do you know why I pulled you over? Here's my license, registration, and proof of insurance, officer. And then he says, do you know why I pulled you over? Officer, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Please don't ask me another question without my attorney present. If you do, you violate your oath to the Constitution, goes outside of your qualified immunity, and I will sue your happy ass. Now take your ass back to the car and do your job. Or let's try it like this. Let's try it another way. Ready? Officer comes up. I'd like to pull you over. Great. Do you know why I pulled you over? Do you know why I pulled you over? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Well, this is only a photocopy of your driver's license. Do you have the real driver's license? I have to get it out of my wallet. I'm getting my license out of my wallet. He's asked me to get my license. I'm going to reach in my pocket and get my license. Are we clear, officer? I'm going to reach in my pocket and get my license. Okay, he's confirmed that I can reach in my pocket and get my driver's license. With the trifold, I put it here. I reach down, pull my wallet out, give him the actual physical copy, slip it through the window. Driver, can you step out of the car? Absolutely. I invoke my First Amendment right to be the press. It is my right to film police. I'm unarmed and nonviolent. It says right here, Turner versus Driver, that I can film you, and I'm going to film this interaction. Step out of the car. I do not consent to searches or seizures. Now, if he takes the phone out of your hand, he's violated your First Amendment. You get everything on camera. I help you hire your lawyer. I help you sue that jackboot thug pig. If it makes me really mad, I show up in your town. I go to that pig department. I call him out in person. I say, could you get Officer Pigface over here? Because one of my guys on Team DLZ got pulled over and you took the phone out of his hand. I don't know what kind of operation you're running here, but let me tell you something. I got a network of lawyers all across this country, and I'm going to sue this police department. I'm going to go to the city council meeting. I'm going to tell the city council members, I'm suing your pig department. Get your settlement check ready. That's Team DLZ. That's what we do here. That's how it works. I'm asking you nicely. I'm asking you humbly. Please take your time. get your trifold up in your visor. Use the fancy broccoli wad rubber band that I include in the envelope. Make sure that you have a copy of your license, registration, and proof of insurance on a laminated card, your current proof of insurance. You should not have to turn off your phone to find your insurance card. How many times do we see, put a 1 in the chat, how many times do we see that someone has to turn their phone off to get their driver's license card? Why the flock don't you have it? Put a 1 in the chat if cops are hiding on the side of the road to give you a ticket. And what's their real goal? What's the cops' real goal? The cops' goal is to pull you over, arrest you, impound your car, take you to the dungeon, and steal your money. That's their goal. And today, just to sweeten the offer ever so much, I'm going to give you a set of Fifth Amendment cop cards to go with your trifold. These are the brand new ones that are coming out right now. You can't even get these on my website yet. There's the brand new cop cards coming out. There's the non-driver card in yellow, 1 through 6. Notice number 1 over here, number 2 over here, number 3 all the way down the line. And then on the next one, on the driver card, it's in blue now. And it looks just like that. There's your driver card, cop cited citing. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. That's what I'm going to do today. If you pick up a trifold from me, I'm going to give you a free set of Fifth Amendment cop cards with your trifold. Not ship until Tuesday. I'm in Washington, D.C. with Dick Heller until Tuesday. And then when I get back, I'm going to start shipping again on Tuesday. So we're not even going to ship your trifold or your cop cards till Tuesday. So please be aware of that. Now, let's go back to the video. Remember, you have got to be prepared. If you're not prepared, you're going to end.
You want to talk with the Sierra County Sheriff's Office?
Yes, sir.
You know I'm pulling you over tonight?
I don't.
No? Okay. Your license plate light is out?
Is it?
Yeah, were you aware of that?
No, I wasn't.
He pulled him over for his license plate light being out. If you don't think cops are trying to pull you over, arrest you, impound your car, take you to the dungeon, and steal your money, listen to why he got pulled over.
Okay. Your license plate light is out?
Is it?
Yeah, were you aware of that?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Why is he answering any questions? Why is he answering any questions? You have a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. It's on your trifold along with a dozen other cases where I made it so you don't have to talk. You don't got to say a damn word. I've made it so it's impossible that you have to say a single word. You never got to talk. It says right on your trifold right there. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask me if I've been drinking. If I have a gun, I'll take no tests or seizures, no searches or seizures. Use the address on my ID. How many people here have been asked, is this the current address that you live at now? And what are they trying to do? Arrest you, impound your car, take you to the dungeon, and steal your money. If you tell them this is not my current address, they're going to say, well, how long have you lived at that address? Oh, 9 months. Oh, so that's 90 days past the 6-month limitation where you're supposed to trade over your driver's license, and you didn't. And what is the 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista state? That if you violate the law, even a tiny infraction of the law in front of a peace officer, you can be arrested, and it's reasonable under the Fourth Amendment to arrest you for what? Because you didn't trade your driver's license over within 6 months, and you told them that. Let me tell you something. In 2002, when the cops no-knock raided my apartment, they told me kids were dying. Chille, kids are dying from this chemical that you take, which was for bodybuilders. And I said, well, then let me tell you everything, copper. Let me tell you everything. Here's where I got it. Here's where I bought it. Here's where I did it. And I wasn't a drug addict. I was using it for bodybuilding. And it wasn't a steroid. It only became illegal 3 months earlier. They prosecuted me, charged me with 5 felonies. I had to hire Robert Shapiro, and I beat those charges. Michael Moore is a jackboot thug pig. He's currently the chief of police of LAPD. He got promoted for persecuting and prosecuting me. 5 felonies, 5 years each. That's why they don't want me to be governor. You can't take away my experience. You can't take away that when you go to jail, there's no clocks on the wall. You can't take away my experience that they have a turtle suit where they lock people in this turtle suit. You can't take away my experience where they have a torture chair, where they mace, beat, and RAPE people. You can't take away my experience. They're afraid of me. If I become governor, when I become governor, I'll change the policies from the top down. They know it. You can't buy me. You can't do anything to me. You want to stop me? You're going to have to kill me. I'll never stop. I swear to every single one of you here, I will never, ever, ever stop. If you can't afford my Trifold, go to my website, go to contact, shoot me your full name, your email address, your full mailing address, 123 Main Street, Anywhereville, USA, 42886. I will send you out a Trifold for free if enough people in here purchase Trifolds. If I don't send you one, I will email you one as a PDF. You can print out 20 of these, put them in every car, give them to friends, to family, to neighbors. Yes, there is an affiliate program on my website, DeleteLawZ.com. And this guy put himself in a bad position.
Do you have your license, registration, and insurance? Can you roll your window down all the way for me?
Sure.
Thank you. It's just a safety thing, man.
Okay. Where's my license? My license?
Just got done with Thanksgiving?
Yes, sir.
All
yes,
right.
sir. I'm headed back to work in Texas.
Back to work, man? Where are you working?
Yeah, I work for a contract AT&T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go and look for your insurance and registration. I'll be right back.
Look at what he's doing right now. He's reaching around. He's white. Thank God he's white. Thank God he's white. Thank God he's white. If you're black or brown, don't reach around. Oh, there it is. If you're black or brown, don't reach around. Put it in the chat. If you're black or brown, don't reach around. If you're black or brown and poor and white, don't reach around. If you're poor and white or black and brown, don't reach around. There it is. If you're poor and white or black and brown, don't reach around. Am I wrong? If you're poor and white or black and brown, don't reach around. And look what this guy's doing.
Yeah, I work back to work.
He's trying to get back to work. And what does the jackboot thug pig say? What does the jackboot thug pig say? He says, where do you work?
Back to work, man? Where are you working?
Yeah, I work for a contract AT&T.
Why is he telling him where he works? We saw what happened with Larimore. Larimore got killed when the cop knew where he worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go and look for your insurance.
He's reaching around. If you're poor and white or black or brown, don't reach around. He's still reaching around in the glove box. Oh God.
I'll be right back. Okay. See if I can get you back on the road for you.
Yes, sir.
See if I can get you back on the road. So what's the opposite of seeing if you can't get you back on the road? The opposite of that is seeing if they can put you in a dungeon. What the flock, man? Obviously, he's not a member of Team DLZ. What do I teach you guys? You have a copy of your driver's license, your registration, and your current proof of insurance in a tiny little container, whether that's laminated, whether that's Velcroed, whether it's stuck to whether it's just slipped right inside of your trifold like this. And by the way, the PDF that I email out to hundreds of people every single week works just as good as the one I print from Santa Monica, California. It works just as good. All the information is the same. This is just on indestructible paper, so it lasts for years in your car. But you can print out 10 of them, put them all over your car. It doesn't cost you anything. All you had to do was reach out to me, and I gave it to you for free. Didn't cost you a damn thing. The only thing that does cost you is your time. Your time when you go and get your registration proof of insurance on a laminated card so that you can't be reaching around through your glove box. If you're poor and white or black or brown, don't reach around. Man, I can't believe how smoothly that flows. And is it true or is it not true? Put a 1 in the chat if that's true. You sure have, Angie. You've been here with me since the beginning, since I started in Ironton, Ohio. You bet your booty, Tina. You can go laminate my trifold. I'll give it to you for free. You don't got to give me a dime. There's no financial barrier to entry to work or be a part of Team DLZ. If you don't have any money, there are people who donate to me, and that's why I'm able to continue to give away my products for free. Look at all those ones. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Heather, did you get that on camera? I just pled to a cruddy deal on one charge that wasn't mine because I didn't have the money for a real lawyer. I don't help every single person. I help people who I have a video of what happened to you and you got cheated. Please don't reach out to me with every single case. I can't even answer all my emails. I've been working with Dick Heller for the past 3 days. I haven't even gotten to my emails. My assistant's doing all of them. Heather, I help people who capture their case on video and you got cheated. Then I come in like a lion and I tear these cops apart in person. They're no match for me because they don't have my education. They don't have my swagger because they've never been in torture cuffs. They've never been put in the dungeon. They don't know why I'm so passionate because I've been to the dungeon over 24 times for no reason. I have no legitimate criminal record at all whatsoever. I haven't had a criminal charge against me stick since I was 19 years old. It's just, I can't help everybody, Heather, but if you got it on camera and you got cheated, I can show it. If you really got cheated, I'll help you get your lawyer. And if you really got cheated, I'll help you sue. XX Geo's in the room, everybody. Gloria's here. Shabindu is here. Mr. Bones is in the room. That's where you get your cop cards and trifolds right there. Go to DeleteLawZ.com, get your trifold, and memorize it. Let me know when you memorize it. I'm going to do a live show where I have people come on and I'm going to question them. This driver is definitely not Team DLZ. Ed Kreider's in the room, everybody. Toyota Tom is here. Clown Patrol. Kevin Brzezinski's in the room. Sean's here. Good to see you, Sean. David Copper is here. Put OTVO in the chat. Let me give some shout outs. Anybody's hanging out. Remember why this guy's pulled over. He's pulled over because he had a license plate light that was out.
This is my.
Alrighty, Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Did you find your stuff?
This is my insurance.
Okay.
The registration card, I don't have it on me, but
There it is. So let me ask you guys a question. Pop quiz right here. Excuse me. Can that cop arrest him for not having his registration card? Yes or no? Can the cop arrest him? Let me see how many people know the answer. Drop Dead 74. Drophead 74 is in the room, everybody. Big contributor. Thank you, Drop Dead. Drophead. Drop Dead. Drophead. I was born in 74, buddy. So big contributor. Thank you for your contributions. Can a cop arrest you if you don't have your registration? Can he take you and put you in the dungeon if you don't have your registration? Kevin Brzezinski got the answer correct. The answer is yes. David Copper, you'd be incorrect. And the reason why that is because of the 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. Is it an infraction of the law not to have your registration? Yes. Yes, it is. Tanya, I do have DLZ stickers coming out that go right on your driver's side and your passenger side window. This kind of stuff just really, who else said yes? Steve said yes. They can arrest you if you don't have your registration or your insurance card. If you don't have your actual driver's license, they might be able to arrest you. Christopher got it right. Yes, they can arrest you. Clown Patrol has it even more right. Yes, they can arrest you for almost anything. For anything. Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. If you're unfamiliar with the case, I'll show it to you later. I'll show it to you later in this broadcast. I'll pull it up in 1 second here.
I have this.
Okay, where are you coming from?
Albuquerque.
Oh, no! Jiminy crickets. No! Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I've been. I pled the Fifth Amendment. This is so that when that jackboot thug pig asks you, where are you coming from? Where have you been? With your camera rolling, you can say, I pled the Fifth Amendment. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I've been. Or you could just point. I plead the Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent. Where are you coming from? It's really frustrating watching these things. It's really frustrating watching people. I mean, somebody needs to, right there, Deborah Lyons, I spent 45 days in jail for not having my insurance card and my registration. Deborah, you're got to be lying. That couldn't be true. Oh, no, it's true. Oh, no, it's 100% true. They can arrest you for any infraction of the law. Remember, the police follow a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. What we here have done on Team DLZ is we have established a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols so that we are always defended. We always have a camera on ourselves. We have the license with the registration, the proof of insurance on the Trifold. We immediately plead the Fifth Amendment upon interaction with the jackboot thug pig. Immediately, without delay, your hands are at touchdown position. Let me just tell you something. I don't have to include a broccoli wad rubber band in the mail. A lot of envelopes, less than 1%, but that's a lot, come back because they don't have because the envelope is the rubber band is in the envelope and the mailman sends it back and says that it's too thick. So then I have to remail it again with more postage. It happens every once in a while. Wouldn't it be easier for me if I didn't include this broccoli wad rubber band in your envelope? It would be so much easier for me. It'd be easier for the guy shipping in my office. It would be easier for me to fulfill orders. I could get it done a lot faster. I could make more money. These cost money to buy. I spent $202 the other day buying rubber bands. Why do I include them in your package? Because we have a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols here on Team DLZ. We have got the Trifold with your registration, proof of insurance, and driver's license up in the visor using your broccoli wad rubber band. When the cop pulls us over, we go to touchdown position. There'll be no reaching around. If you're poor and white or black or brown, don't reach around. It's just that simple. Deborah Lyons spent 45 days in jail because she didn't have her license, registration, proof of insurance. Deborah, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I mean, I know I'm on a tear right now. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I just cannot believe that this system is what it is right now. It is just so unbelievable. And Sunday night special to sweeten the pot tonight, if you get a Trifold from me, the one I shipped to you for $25, I'm going to send you a Fifth Amendment cop car, driver and non-driver, completely for free. These aren't even out yet. They don't even come out till Tuesday. So your Trifold won't ship until Tuesday. And what does it say here? Here's let me go to your driver card because he's getting pulled over. Number 1, cop cited or citing. What do I do right here? Let me get rid of this. Deborah, Samuel, so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to you, hon. So what does the Fifth Amendment cop card say? By the way, I sell these for $10. I give away far more than I sell. If you want to buy a pair, I really appreciate that. But at the same time, I will not withhold my knowledge or my data or my products from you because you don't have any money. I give away so many products you can't imagine. I get an email from someone and they didn't give me their full name, 123 Main Street, Anywhereville, USA, 92186. They didn't put it together. And I tell people, if you don't put it in there properly, I'm not going to send you anything for free. And then I click reply and I say, here's a sample. Please resend me your driver's license. Please send me your name, your street address, your city, and your zip code. And then I send them a free product anyway. It's in me. I can't stop it. I've been cheated so many times by these pigs. I don't want you to walk in the same shoes that I did. So on your cop card here, if we walk through it, it's very clear what it says. Number one, cop cited. This is the driver card in blue. Start filming and state, I invoke my First Amendment rights. The 2017 case of Turner versus Driver upholds First Amendment. It's your right to film police. Number two, cop approaches, states alleged infraction, or questions you. While filming, give cop all required legal docs and state, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Fifth Amendment's unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. Number three, cop asks you to exit the vehicle. While filming, exit and lock the doors. Show this card or state, I do not consent to searches or seizures. Pennsylvania versus Mim, cop believes you're armed and presently dangerous. You have to exit the vehicle. Number four, cop asks for consent to search. While filming, if you give consent, you can then revoke consent by stating, I revoke consent, stop searching my auto. The Fourth Amendment upheld by the 2018 case of United States versus Williams. If you give consent, you can then revoke it. Cop says he smells Mary Jane. This case law only applies to states where they sell medicinal or recreational. While filming, show this card or state, smell is not probable cause. The 2021 case of Commonwealth versus Barr says smell is not probable cause. Number six, cop says he's calling in a canine. While filming, show this card or state, extending the stop violates my rights. 2015, Rodriguez versus United States. Cop cannot extend the stop to call in a canine without reasonable articulable suspicion. Now, what I did, just to be sure that you guys could not mess this up, the card is like your driver's license, like a credit card. It doesn't melt. It doesn't drain. It doesn't leak. It's just like your credit card. Now, I only have the yellow card in, the blue driver card. I only have the non-driver in stock. And right now I got a new shipment coming of driver and non-driver. And this is the old one. See the old font? Now it's a lot more clear, a lot easier to read. I completely redid this card. If you get a trifold from me during this live stream, I'm going to include the Fifth Amendment cop cards in your package for free, along with your broccoli wad rubber band that now it goes up on your visor. Go to my website right now and get a trifold. Someone in the chat who doesn't have $25 right now, put your name up there and I'm going to give you one right now. Who needs one for free? Who needs one for free? I'm going to give one away to somebody, and I'm going to give you a set of Fifth Amendment cop cards as well. Who doesn't have one and who needs one? Who needs one? Who needs a set of cop cards? Who needs a trifold and doesn't have one? There it is, Jim Young. Okay, Jim Young, shoot me an email right now. Jim Young, go ahead and shoot me an email. Go to contact on DeleteLawZ.com. Go to contact and say, this is Jim Young. Put your full name, 123 Main Street, your city, state, and zip code, and I'll send you out a trifold and a Fifth Amendment cop card completely for free, because I guarantee you someone in there bought one as well. KNRW Radio. What is going on, my buddy? How you doing, man? Haven't talked to you in a long time. I really hope you're doing well, my friend. I really hope that you're doing well. I really do. Been a long time. We should reconnect as soon as we possibly can, man. I would love nothing more than to talk to you.
Live in Albuquerque? Okay, yeah. Okay. And I gotta get to. Okay, where are you coming from? Albuquerque?
Just shut up. Shut the front door. Plead the Fifth Amendment. You have to say the words, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You have to say the actual words.
I live in Albuquerque? Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And I gotta get to Houston.
Houston?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna level with you, man. You have
Yes,
a
sir.
warrant. Okay.
Do I? For
Yes,
what?
sir. Failure to appear.
Where?
Lee County?
Where's that at?
It's here in New Mexico. Yeah, they're
No way.
confirming it right now. So like
Where's
I said,
Lee
I just want to.
County?
It's here in New Mexico.
Oh, he just wants to level with you? No. He wants to arrest you.
Wow.
They're confirming it right now, man.
Okay.
Did you miss a court date or something?
No.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm gonna level with you, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So
Torture cuffs are coming on. Torture cuffs are coming on.
I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle, okay? Just
I don't.
Oh. Watch his face. Watch his mannerisms right here.
I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle, okay?
Realizing you're going to the dungeon, you're going to be torture cuffed. You're going to be stick in the back of a torture mobile. The cop's going to have absolute dominion over you. You'll be completely helpless.
Just, I don't.
Oh, man. Oh, man. This is the reason why I've created a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that you follow religiously. Because the look on his face right now, and if you do anything outside of the lines, they're going to kill you. So sad to watch.
I just checked my license and I know I don't have any warrants.
Well, they're confirming it right now. Okay. Just do what I'm telling you to do for me, okay, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
Do what I'm telling you to do for me, not for you. Not for you. Whatever's going to happen to you is going to be horrific. Horrific.
So are you going to tow my car? Or
I have to, man.
I'm going to jail?
Yeah.
Okay, so when he says, I have to, man, listen.
Go from there, okay?
So are you going to tow my car? Or
I have to, man.
I'm going to.
Okay, so when he says, yeah, I have to, man, that jackboot thug pig has agreed to follow a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. Are we starting to understand each other now? They have created a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. That's why here on Team DLZ, we have a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. If you're poor and white or black and brown, don't reach around. If you're poor and white or black or brown, don't reach around. So sad.
In jail?
Yeah. As of right now. Yes, sir. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be straight up with you, okay? So.
I have to be at work on Monday.
I understand, man. I understand. Unfortunately, I ran your driver's license and you have a warrant, okay?
I don't believe I have a warrant, though.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, man.
Don't stop running your camera.
I don't believe I have.
You don't have to turn your camera off. He turns the camera off. You have a right to film his face before you get out of the car. Film his face. For the love of God, show us what he looks like. Show us what he looks like. Your right to film cops is upheld by Turner versus Driver. It's right there. They're blurring out the faces of pigs on body camera. I'm about to file a lawsuit in Nevada over it. It's real. I talked to the lawyer today. I said, I'm ready to sue the state of Nevada. I have standing now because when they arrested me last, the moment I get the body camera back, the faces are going to be blurred. I want to sue them in federal court immediately. You don't have a right to blur out the faces. Who remembers James Sheets? Put in the chat, James Sheets, if you remember who James Sheet is. Do you remember who James Sheet is? Who knows who James Sheet is? Anybody? Who knows who James Sheet is? Oh, Felicia's here? Dr. Donna's here? Right on. Do you put James Sheets' name in the comment section if you know who James Sheets is? If you know who he is. There she is. Good to see you, Felicia. Put James Sheets' name in there. Justice for James. Justice for James. How many people know who James Sheet is? Put his name in there. Just so I know how many people here. Right there. Man. Take Wish X just donated 5 memberships. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. You know, I can only do what I do with your support. I'm nothing without you. I'm the tip of the spear. You have to have the weight of the spear. Do you understand that? I will pierce the beast, but you have to have the weight of the spear behind you. Smurf's a new member. Everybody welcome Smurf M on the channel. Thank you for coming. His wife as well. That's right. James Sheets was murdered by the Youngstown Police Department. They called in the Super Cop BCI, the Bureau of Criminal Investigations in Ohio. The Bureau of Criminal Investigations covered up the murder of James Sheets. The TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, they're the cop cover-up. They're the murderous cop cover-up artists. The Bureau of Criminal Investigations in Ohio is the murderous cop cover-up artists. James Sheets was murdered. We know he was murdered. I saw the gun being planted. I played the video over and over and over and over. It's in my library. And when the cops passed each other, they would look at one another and say, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot, pointing at their camera. But they didn't say it. They mouthed it. If there was nothing going on illegal, if they didn't set up and plan to murder James Sheets, then why are they warning each other? Why did they do that? If it was all on the up and up, why are you so worried about the camera? If it's all on the up and up, you shouldn't worry about the camera at all. Then this guy, what does he do when he gets out of the car?
Okay. Well, I'm telling you.
He turns off the camera. This guy turns off the camera. Are you freaking kidding me? He turned off the camera. Now, here's a video I'm going to show you guys. Protest outside police station demanding charges against officer who killed student and termination for the pig who mocked her death.
Good evening. They are calling for Officer Kevin Dave to be fired, and they say this will not be the last protest as they plan on continuing to fight for accountability.
Speakers at Friday's protest accused officers of caring more about themselves than the public and treating Janavi Kandula as if her life didn't matter.
They are not public safety, they are a public hazard.
Oh my God. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with her completely. Put a 1 in the chat if the fear and the darkness, it's Sunday night tonight, okay? I don't go out. I don't go to clubs. I don't go to bars. I don't go to parties. I just don't do it. I'm running for governor. So I don't have anything to do with a social life, to be honest with you. All I do is work. Because it's going to take at least one man dedicating his life to becoming the governor, to changing this jackboot thug pig organization from the top down. And she says something right here. Listen.
If her life didn't matter.
They are not public safety, they are a public hazard.
Law enforcement is a public hazard. We want to defund and replace them with rights protectors. Defund and replace. I don't want to get rid of security and rights protectors in America. I want to get rid of law enforcers because they are a public hazard, as she said. You can hear her plain as day.
If her life didn't matter.
They are not public safety, they are a public hazard. They are a hazard to the public.
She came to Seattle from India in 2021 to pursue a master's degree at Northeastern University and was scheduled to graduate in December 2023, according to the college.
I struggle to understand how these people can go about their day knowing that they refused to even let this go to court.
So why did they refuse to let it go to court? How come that is? Because the prosecutor and the cops and the judges are all one family. You know who's going to the cookout? The cops with the prosecutors, with the judges, because nobody else can stand the stench of them. Nobody else can be around them. How many pigs do you hang out with? How many people have pigs in their family? Your pig brother, your pig uncle, your pig friend doesn't hang out with you. He hangs out with other pigs. He hangs out with judges and prosecutors. They're all one big family. How many videos have you shown you over this last month where I'm pointing out now where they're saying, we're one big family, boo hoo hoo, piggy died. How many times have I shown you? Chevy got it. 35-year-old James Sheets was executed in Youngstown, Ohio on April 1st, 2021 by jackboot thug pig officer Tommy Shinneman and Matt House. I don't call him captain. And I uncovered the murder. I went there. The family couldn't get the body cam footage. I went down to the Youngstown Police Department. I clowned them. I put a clown nose on and said, you're a bunch of clowns. And then I filed a demand for the body cam footage and I got it. And before they gave it to me, they gave it to the state-run media. And the state-run media ran it. before I got it. And then they gave it to me the next day. The state-run media did a cover story saying, oh, look, we have body camera footage of James Sheets who was murdered, how he's a drug addict and he's bad and he's evil. But then when I got the body cam footage, I caught them planting a gun. I caught them. If you want to know more of the story, James Sheets' sister then screwed up a wrongful death lawsuit. James Sheets' sister did that. So just want to let you guys know why we didn't sue them.
It's baffling.
Members of this group say they felt compelled to speak out against this week's decision not to prosecute.
We are beyond disappointed. This is unacceptable. You are not doing your jobs. You are just not doing your jobs. You need to hold these people accountable.
Former Pierce County prosecutor and attorney Mark Lindquist says if a civilian were behind the wheel, it would have likely been vehicular homicide. He says Dave's status as an officer has changed the calculus, noting the officer was on a priority 1 call and therefore was within his protocol to be speeding. He said Seattle Police Department policies may be more to blame than the officer driving. Meantime, the Office of Police Accountability is still looking into misconduct and violations of policy. In the midst of that controversy, another officer, Daniel Otterer, vice president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild, was captured on body camera footage laughing and joking about Kandrula's death.
But she is dead.
He was reprimanded and placed under investigation.
There is no acceptable option other than him being fired.
He will get a hearing in front of the chief next month to determine.
Did you listen to it? He'll get a hearing in front of who? He'll get a hearing in front of the chief.
Being fired.
He will get a hearing in front of the chief next.
And who does the chief support and who does the chief work for? Does he work for you? Who does the chief protect? Ed Kreider knows. Who does the chief work for? Who's the chief going to protect? What's going to happen? It's going to be the coppers. The coppers are going to be the ones. The chief's going to say, we did a thorough internal investigation and we found no wrongdoing. Not a criminal code statute like I'm going to create as governor. Now, do you see why there's so many people who come here and talk trash about me? They're cops, they're ex-cops, they're state workers, they're ex-government employees. They're bootlickers. That's what they are. You guys know this. How many people have we helped over the last 2.5 years since I've been on here? Dozens? How many people's rent have we paid? How many people have we bailed out of jail? How many people have we come to their aid when nobody else would listen to their story? That's the reason why this channel is growing fast as a lightning weed. That's exactly the reason why.
Month to determine what action, if any, will be taken.
And I do not understand.
And then look how uneducated the general public is. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand the problem is Terry versus Ohio and not qualified immunity. V. Boyer's in the room, everybody. My Quan. God bless you, V. Boyer. You are my Quan. End qualified immunity. Hold police accountable. It is not end qualified immunity. It is overturn Terry versus Ohio. As you know, I listed the 4 places earlier where qualified immunity has been abolished. As long as there is the policy of Terry versus Ohio of officer safety first, they can kill you illegally and wrongly. And all the cop has to say is, I was scared for my life. It doesn't matter whether or not it's true. Officer safety means all the cop has to say is, I felt scared. And then he can kill you. And qualified immunity be damned, it doesn't matter. What do you care about the settlement after you're dead? What do you care? If you're dead on the ground and bleeding out, why do you care about qualified immunity? You're dead. You're absolutely dead. And V. Boyer has her own stories about why she's here and what she's been through with these jackboot thug pigs.
Next month to determine what action, if any, will be taken.
I do not understand how a just world can have somebody who makes comments like that and keep their job.
And Police Chief Adrian Diaz has a window of 10 days after that to announce what he is going to do. Count on continuing coverage here on Fox 13. Reporting live in Seattle, Jennifer Dowling, Fox 13 News.
I want to see people rise up against corrupt cops. I want to see the internet filled with videos of people coming together to protect others from abuse. If police can abuse citizens, citizens should be able to protect the innocent of the nation by beating the shit out of these cops or disposing of the trash. I can't stand to know I'm having a child in a world where police can get away with anything and no one can do anything. All we can do is watch. Now, where I'm going to disagree with this is obviously something on the internet that I'm sharing with you. I don't want to attack anybody else. This is a non-violent movement. Like I said, if I see the video that you made and you were adamant about making sure you had a video, if you had your Trifold in your hand and you were reading it and the cops cheat you, I will get you out of jail. I will help you hire your lawyer and I will help you sue those jackboot thug pigs. We do not want to go to violence. They're armed for that. They're ready for that. I've only seen one time where the government got overpowered at the Bundy Ranch, where you had 200 men with long-range rifles in different positions, where we learned in Vietnam that it takes one person up in a sniper tower that can stop an entire platoon and even tanks. That's why they want to strip away our gun rights. That's why I partnered with Dick Heller and HellerGunDude.com. That's why. Because they're trying to strip your gun rights. Where have we seen it most recently? Where's the most recent place we saw the gun rights being stripped? What the Hales? What the Hales in Florida? What the Hales, his gun rights were stripped away. Finally, that judge made a mistake by going after the DUI lawyer. That judge is going to be removed from the case. I watched their live stream today. It's just so unbelievable what we're watching. It's so unbelievable what we're seeing. I implore you, though, please, don't go to violence. Get more people on Team DLZ. I will run for governor. We will then go to police stations and we will get arrested as we sit in on that police station and we do not let them conduct business for a day or two. That's my plan, to do it like Gandhi. We need the numbers. We need more people. 2/3 of you watching, over 700 people watching right now, and 2/3 of you are not subscribed to this channel. Hit the subscribe button right now. Hit the like button. Put in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. And remember, I told Dick this earlier today. If you ever hear that Chille lost his cool and he started swinging, no, I didn't. I did not. I've been in hundreds of fistfights. My ears are cauliflowered from how much time I've spent on the mat. I did not lose my cool. If you ever hear Chille got depressed because he lost something and he killed himself, no, I didn't. No, I did not. Did not. Chris Alderson comes here every day. I give Chris Alderson hope that somebody's got his back. I'll never leave you, Chris. I'll never check out on you. Gary's here. I'll never leave you, Gary. I'll never check out on you. Melena's here. I will never leave you. I will never stop. I put my social life and my dating life completely on the shelf. It's going to require one man dedicating his life to get to the governor's office. Tell your friends. I give away my products for free to you. For those of you who buy and those of you who donate to me, I'm so grateful. I give away my products for free because I'm on a mission. Don't go to violence. I showed this blurb because I do agree we need to band together. I want to see the internet. Let me just omit that line. I want to see the internet filled with videos of people coming together to protect others from abuse. That's what we are on Team DLZ. If police can abuse citizens, citizens should be able to protect the innocent of the nation. I can't stand to know I'm having a child in a world where police can get away with anything and no one can do anything about it but watch. And I'm with you on that. But I'm not down for the violence, and I'll never lead you guys into a violent situation. I'll never ask you to be violent. For me, if you come around me and you start showing that you're violent, I'll ask you to leave. I'll have nothing to do with it. I will not be killed off by the great leaders of the past. Anyone else turn into a bootlicker when they get pulled over? I just got pulled over on a very minor traffic violation. I have some weirdness with my license. It's valid in another state. I just haven't transferred it over to my current state yet. So I'm compensated by being overly cooperative and polite. I think at one point I even said, "Thank you so much, officer, and I truly appreciate what you do for the community." I effing hate cops, but I got to do what I got to do to beat a ticket. No. You get your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance on a laminated card so you don't got to lick boots. That's what you do. You use your Trifold and your phone like a ninja warrior. That's what you do. And even when those pigs are going to arrest me, you guys saw me get arrested on Valentine's Day. I still told them, eat my shorts, copper. I still went to the dungeon. For those of you who have contributed and donated, please continue to do so. I appreciate it. I need your support and I need your help to continue to fight back against this corrupt system. You're not just donating to me, you're donating to the cause. And I guarantee you, I will never stop. You can't even begin to talk me out of it. I'm going to get arrested again. In 3 years, I've been arrested 3 times. Once in Ohio for peacefully protesting, last year in Las Vegas in March for filming cops, this February in Las Vegas for filming cops. I'm suing the cops in Ohio. I'm suing the Nevada cops who arrested me last March. I'm suing this set of 5 cops who arrested me the other day on Valentine's Day. I'm dedicated to this. I got your back. Please have mine. I need your help. I need your support. It's just so brutal what they're putting us through. And there has to be somebody who will be the tip of the spear. And that's my mission. I can't stop. I can't give up. I can never quit. I can never stop. If I stop, let me show you something. Let me show you a video I made about a year ago or so. So just because they put you in the cop car doesn't mean you're under arrest. It's the difference between little arrest and big arrest. Oh, I see it, man. They're putting you in the back of a tiny little claustrophobic. It's like a miniature dungeon. It's horrible. It's just horrible. It's horrible. I mean, like, you guys see where you're putting him, don't you? You see that little space you're putting that human being in? I mind the space, trust me. You see that? Look at that little space they're putting that human being in. I mean, you can see it though, right? You see that horrible little space you're putting that human being into? I'm just asking if you guys see it. Because, like, I mean, you said a second ago you had a lot of pride. Like, how do you have pride doing that? That's a fair question. Oh, you rolled your eyes at me. Have you been back there? Have you been back there, bro? Then let's put you in the No, he's lying. He's never been back there. He's never been torture cuffed when he's sweating and he's tired and his mouth is dry. They never offered the man any water who they're shoving in the back of that little dungeon mobile. Put your cuffs and throw your ass back there. Let's put your pride doing that. That's a fair question. Oh, you rolled your eyes at me. Have you been back there? Have you been back there, bro? Then let's put you in the torture cuffs and throw your ass back there. Let's put your ass back there. Let's see how you do.
So I would ask
Let me put you in the torture cuffs.
That's fine, but step back.
Hey, why are you raising your hands towards me?
I'm
just standing here. I'm on a public sidewalk. There's no crime tape up.
Step back a little bit more.
Well, let me help you. I'm a constitutional law scholar. That's an unlawful order. That's unlawful order. I'm just telling you. The difference between being a law scholar and just someone with a camera is that that's an unlawful order. See, but I can tell you that. I mean, you guys put him in that tiny little space right there. Do you feel bad at all? Do you have any kind of feelings at all about what you're doing to another person? Who's going to change the back of the car? Which governor in which state is going to get into office and say, get rid of the cages? Who's going to do that? Do you know of another governor who's going to do that? Who's going to do it? I'm just wondering. I'm looking at the chat right now. Who's going to do it? Who is it? Who is going to do it? Thank you, Dula. I got it. Thank you. I appreciate you sending me that. Who's going to do it? Who's going to say that we need to get rid of the cage in the back of the car? Is there any other governor that's going to do that? Anybody even running for governor that's talking about the cage in the back of the car? Is any other governor talking about moving police away from torture cuffs and to digital detainment? Sir, you're on camera right now. The judge is going to see this. Do you agree to get in the back of the car and come with us? If you decide not to, we're going to tackle you and put you in torture cuffs. Do you want to come with us, sir? Anybody else talking about digital detainment? Have you ever heard that before? Never. We're moving into a digital era. We're in a digital era. How many people have seen the cameras that you can put anywhere and they're as big as the tip of this little Heller gun dude keychain? There's cameras we can put everywhere that are this big we can put everywhere. Anybody else? Anybody else talking about that? You ever heard that from anyone else? Or is that the first time you've ever heard it? Well, half of the people here are Team DLZ, so I know they've heard this before. Are you going to put the air conditioner on or roll the windows down? Have you offered him any water? Have you offered him any water? Have you offered him any water?
He said, leave him alone. I'm okay.
Right, because he's institutionalized, dude, and you did it to him. You're the reason why he behaves that way. It's what you did. You have no feelings about putting a guy in a car like that? I mean, you just sleep with like a baby at night? I mean, you see where you put the man? Look where you put a human being. You see, when I face people and I look them in the eyes and I tell them, look what you're doing to another person. Look how much I've affected this man. In a tiny little crevice space right there, brother. It's a tiny little crevice space for what? He's even said he wouldn't run off. I just don't understand. I mean, you said you had pride. How do you have pride in what you're doing right here? How's there pride in that? I'm just curious. How do you sleep at night? Sir, what? Sir, what?
Do what you gotta do. But
I'm
don't ask me
listening.
questions. I'm not gonna answer your questions.
Oh, and is that what people say to you when you start asking where you going, where you been, what time you coming home? Is that what you do? You go, okay, no problem. You stop asking questions, or I'm a journalist. I'm supposed to ask questions. You have no feelings about what you do to another person, is what I'm saying. And this guy doesn't either. And this guy doesn't either. You treat people so inhumanely every day.
Sir, you can record, but like
I can record anywhere I want. I don't have to back up anywhere. I'm a constitutional law scholar. You're a dunce cap cop. I'm way more educated than you. You are literally a moron, bro. I teach constitutional law. You're a dunce cap. You're a giant dunce. He's now annoyed. Want to play games with me legally? Let's do it. Let's do it. See, I'll bet you within 2 years your badge goes. I bet you within 2 years you have no. I'm not going anywhere. Hey, get your hand. Don't touch me, brother. Don't put your hands on me, mother. You better back the up. I'm standing right here. I'm not going anywhere. Keep your hands off me. Sir. Rodriguez versus United States, 2015. You're extending this, which is unconstitutional. Leave me the alone. This is a First Amendment protected activity. Put your hands, do what you want. But I'm not moving an inch. I'm not moving an inch. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is Rodriguez versus United States, 2015. You dunce. No, I'm standing right here. What are you going to do about it? Do it. Do it. Then do it. Go ahead. Go ahead. And you'll lose your badge in 2 years. I sue lots of cops. Your stop is right here. Rodriguez versus United States. Let me help educate you.
Just back up to right there.
I'm not moving. You don't have dominion over me, you pig. Get the away from me. I'm standing here filming. I'm doing my job. Rodriguez versus United States, 2015. You are extending a stop to deal with someone who's doing a First Amendment protected activity. Look it up, you dunce. You. Okay. Go ahead. Do it. Go ahead. Do it. Rodriguez versus United States, 2015. Do I need to call an attorney right now? Do I need to call my attorney? This is a First Amendment protected activity, dunce cap. This is a First Amendment protected activity. You cannot extend a stop because you don't want me filming you. Sorry, buddy. You put the guy in the car.
I said
already.
you can film me.
I can film from anywhere I want. I'm 10 feet away from your car. I'm right here, dunce cap. I'm right here. What have I done wrong besides stand here? You're a butthurt pig. I've done nothing wrong but stand here. What have I done wrong? Nothing. I'm standing here. Sure, what? You want me to move my feet? I'm not gonna. The answer's no. The answer's no. It's on camera. It's an unlawful order. It's an unlawful order. He's already detained in the back of the car.
Yes, but I can't work with you yelling me in my face.
You said you were driving away. I'm not driving. What investigation are you conducting right here with me? I'm standing here. You are, look up 2015, Rodriguez versus United States. You're about to lose your badge. Play games with me, bro. Look me up. DeCastro versus Abrams. Look me up. DeCastro versus Wagner. You want to be next? DeCastro versus LVMPD. DeCastro versus Wagner. You'll be in a civil rights lawsuit. You can't tell me to move because you don't like me filming you. I'm on a public sidewalk. DeCastro versus Peter. You don't have that right over me. You don't have dominion Freeman versus Spoljaric. Over me, sir. You don't get to tell me where I can stand. If you would listen. I'm not interfering with you. I'm standing here. I have every right to stand here. Hey, you guys, pull your camera out in case I'm a constitutional law scholar. I film bad pigs. He tried to tell me to move my feet. I told him I'm not moving. You don't tell me to move my feet. You can move your car. What happened? I thought I was interfering. Or is this not the exact 2015 Rodriguez versus United States? I told you I wasn't moving my fucking feet, and they're still right here, and I'm not moving them, pig. Now drive away.
Now drive away. No, they don't give a about you, bro. No, this guy's a pig. What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
We're gonna continue our investigation over there.
I can walk over there if I want, Piggy. It's called the walk of shame, Piggy. Walk of shame. Piggy's drove over there. Now let's see what they're going to do. I think that I'll walk across the street. I think that's what I'll do.
Okay, so let me explain something to you here. I'm a journalist covering a story. I have every right to track down that story. If the pigs have decided to move their story across the street, that's my story. I'm covering this story. If the cop's annoyed by me, I don't care. My rights aren't up for your feelings. I don't care how you feel. How many people do you see that talk trash about me? Do you think I really give a shit? Oh, you called me a narcissist? I think I'm going to pack my bags and give up now. Oh, you called my family, you called my friends, you stalked me? Oh, I think I'll quit right now. But you notice something. No one ever steps up to my face. Because if you step up to my face and I'm afraid, just like the pigs, I think you're going to attack me? Find out what happens to you. It's not the throw that hurts. It's the sudden stop on the concrete. And you're not qualified to step up to my face. I will bounce you off the concrete if you step up to me. I guarantee it. Be very careful what you do.
See, you might want to look it up. It's called Rodriguez versus United States, 2015. Look up the case so that your buddy doesn't lose his badge, because it literally is a Supreme Court ruling that says that you cannot extend a traffic stop to deal with another person, especially when they're involved in a First Amendment protected activity.
There it is. Okay, so here's the link for this video. If you want to watch the whole thing, remember, every time you watch a creator's video, you make sure you drop a like, a comment, and you share it directly from, I love you too, brother. Thanks, Kevin. You've been with me for a long time. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to show you this. My editor just sent this to me, and he asked me to show this to you guys. Welcome to another demonetized YouTube stream. I watched it and I have to show it. There's no way I can't show it. This is going to make your blood boil. Trigger warning. Trigger warning, everybody.
How y'all doing? You guys staying here?
So Dave Bisgabing in Arizona followed this. These guys had no probable cause, and they just did what they did to these people.
Hey, when you turn in here, man, just make sure you throw your turn signal on for us.
So when you pull in here, just make sure you throw on your turn signal for us. You went over there. You didn't see him turn. The cops were on the other side of the building.
That's all it is. Nobody has their ID on them? No? Anything with your name on it? Yeah, just grab it out real quick. Nothing in the car there shouldn't be, right? Anybody? Nothing? Why are we...
Truth of God's here, everybody. Big time supporter. He supports people. Just so you know, there was a live stream that I did one time, and when I did the live stream, I was giving away products for free because it's just what I have to do. And this man right here, I opened up my PayPal, and there was the money for other people. He said to me, Chille, here's the money for the people that you sent the Trifold to. I just want to recognize you for doing that, sir.
Code 67116-159 is Arizona Charles Bravo 2772. Well, just hang on a minute, okay?
Send me that video, JT Soup.
Don't reach in your bag, man.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You said you don't have no ID. I don't want you reaching in there. What's your name?
Why am I even being asked?
Well, you don't have ID, and then we made a. Yeah, if you're a passenger in a vehicle, you need to have.
Why is that? I have an ID. I don't have to give it to you. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, well, I could take you down to the station and fingerprint you because we made a traffic stop on the vehicle, brother. That's it.
I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just here trying to help.
Listen, we do this one of two ways.
Okay, relax for a minute, please.
No, I'm gonna relax. Listen.
So I thought he started off with, hey, could you just use your turn signal for me, brother? And now look what the cop's goal is. The cop's goal is to pull you over, arrest you, impound your car, take you to the dungeon, and steal your money. The only defense you have against that is following a rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that I teach on your Trifold and your Fifth Amendment cop card, coupled with the power of your camera. That's the only defense we have right now until I become governor and I change it from the top down. There's nobody else going to do what I'm going to do. It's just that simple. I don't feel like I'm Trump where I alone am the only one who can solve these things. No, I'm the only one willing to take them on. I'm the only one willing and knows what needs to change. Do you know when you go to jail, there's no clocks on the wall? Did you know that? There's no clock on any wall in any of the jail cells. So not only are you illegally treated like a total animal, then you don't get to know what time it is. It's mental torture. And who else is going to change that? Have you ever heard anybody else say, I'm going to put clocks on the walls in jails and prisons? And they'll say, oh, you can't do that. They'll plan something. They'll time. They might. But so far in the United States of America, how many jail breaks have been this year? How many prison breaks have there been? How many thousands of prisoners have escaped? And there's over 2.5 million people in prison and jail. How many people have escaped? 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can't put clocks on the walls.
Listen to me. We're in it. Okay, I don't want you stuffing anything down in between the seat like you're doing. Relax. Keep your foot in there.
Okay, stop, please.
Here's the deal. You tense up, I'm gonna.
Here's the deal. And then he pulls out the taser and sticks it on his shoulder.
Stop, please.
Here's the deal. You tense up, I'm gonna. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Relax your arm, okay? Don't start. Listen. A couple of things. One, okay, you don't have no ID on you, okay? I'm trying to do this as easy as we can. You already done stuff something down in your backpack and you stuff something down in the seat. Okay, are you gonna fight or not?
No, I'm not.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, I just watched you.
No, you didn't, sir.
Okay, listen. He's gonna fight, dude.
No, I'm not, bro. No, please stop. I'm not fighting.
Relax.
Okay, babe, I'm not.
Why do you have to completely relax when someone's twisting your arm behind your back?
Pull away. Hey, get your
I'm not, bro. I'm not, bro. I'm not.
You are.
I'm not. I promise you that.
You got a taser on you right
He's
now.
not. He's not.
I'm not doing nothing, man.
Look at what they're doing to his arm.
I'm not doing nothing, bro.
Tell you right now, you're gonna continue.
Oh, man, what the fuck?
Look.
What's wrong with you?
Relax.
I am, dude.
He's trying to break his arm, pulling his wrist and pushing his shoulder. You're going to break his arm.
He's not gonna fight.
Look at what he's now. They're tasing him. Wow. Wow. Look at what they're doing. Unbelievable. This is so unbelievable. And then the guy's sitting on the ground and he shoots him with a taser. He's sitting on the ground. The seatbelt's wrapped around his legs. Oh my God.
Lay down!
Lay down! Lay Lay down. Turn over, motherfucker. Let me tell you something I'm going to do. The very first thing I'm going to do as governor, you get caught cursing out citizens, you're suspended for a month with no pay. There'll be no more motherfucker, turn the fuck around, show me your fucking hands. That kind of language has to go. You guys notice I censor myself most of the time. If I can censor myself and my favorite word is, then how come they can't censor themselves? It just doesn't make any sense why you would be able to say, turn the fuck around. Why do you get to talk to people that way? Oh, because in the thing they call the academy where you need more training, they teach you raise your voice and curse them out. They teach it. Dominate them by screaming at them. Well, you know what? In 1950, that might have worked. In 2024, people go, what'd you say? What'd you say? What were you saying, pig? What were you saying? It's all changed. Humility is dead. What's Instagram? Look at my accolades. Look at everything I've done. What's Facebook? Look at the best pictures of my life. It's not the best picture? Put a filter on it. That's today's world. Look at me. I'm the greatest. That's today's world. Humility is completely and utterly dead. Do you have an Instagram account? Do you have a YouTube account? Do you got a TikTok account? You got a Twitter? What you wrote in your 140 characters is super important. They put how many people have read your blurb on Twitter, on X. Why is that? Because you're so humble. Your ideas are being put out into the marketplace of ideas. And of course, you think everybody should read it. Share my idea. Humility in our country, in the world, has now died. The idea that, hey, gracefully and humbly, do me a favor, take a look at my website. No, go to my website right now and buy my product and put it in your car. Your $20, it won't make or break me. It might make or break you if you don't have a Trifold in your car. That's not humble. That's the truth. Today's world is about the truth. People put up their state championship medals. Look at me. I won the state tournament. Look at me at my jiu-jitsu class. JT Soup. I love JT Soup. You go to JT Soup Instagram, it shows him fighting. Is that humility? I'm not just calling out JT Soup. Look at mine. Look at me. Look at me like this. Look at me do this. That's our world today. Whether you like it or not, that's our world. All I'm doing is leading. I'm not going to stop. I'm nothing without your support, without your like and your comment and your share. It's so pathetic. Please like, comment, and share. We're living in this world where you got to be the biggest, brightest peacock. You can't just spread your feathers. Make a wave through them. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm telling the truth. Put a 1 in the chat if that's absolutely true.
Hey, stop, Mark, stay down, buddy.
Do nothing, I promise. Hey, stop doing that, please. Stop. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Okay. He's not gonna do nothing.
Middle of the complex, roll fire.
Doing this fast. Give me your hand. This is stupid. She's got to get to Daddy. Get me in the head.
Yeah.
No. Please. I'm not doing nothing.
Get your hands up right now. Get your hands up right now. Mark, stay down. Hey, we need to get. Watch Mark. He's hurt.
I'm just sucking shit.
You hit him in the head.
No, she didn't. She didn't need to. I'm stuck in the seatbelt.
Face the car.
I am stuck in the seatbelt, bro. Ow. I'm stuck. I'm stuck, bro. Ow.
Hey, get in front of the car right now. Get in front of the car. Come on. You're all right. Come on. You're all right, buddy. Come on.
Ow, bro.
Mark's hurt. Mark is hurt. He got hit in the head by her. We need to get her in handcuffs right now.
She didn't mean to. Please don't take my phone. Stop.
Kick.
Hey. All right. Stop it. Please. Ow, I got hurt.
Get the kid out of the car. Get him to the front of the car. Everybody's
I am fucking
in
here.
custody right now.
What did I do?
Who's got the
Dude, I'm fucking here, bro.
both of us. Take your taser out.
Bro, I'm fucking here.
There's probes over here. I got him.
I'm getting hard.
Go, go,
Bro,
go.
please. 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 Elbow. My elbow.
Okay, keep fighting. You're gonna get it again. You want it again? Shut your mouth. I'm done fucking around with you. There should be a backpack right in here. Just pull that out, make sure nobody touches that. Get the probes out. You want to grab the probes out first? When nobody gets stuck? He got hit a couple times, so. Where's Mark at?
Don't worry about the probes. We're getting so far. Let's get him out. Get him, stand up. Get up. Stand up.
The abuse continues. They continue to abuse this guy. They continue to abuse him. I gotta follow up for you here. Look how they're treating him. Look at these guys with their jaws all locked up, all grabbing him. Bunch of beta male cucks.
Shut up. Shut up. You're fine.
No, I have chest pain, please. The probes are in chest pain.
Listen to me.
I have pneumonia, bro. I really have chest pain. I'm having that.
Okay,
I
well,
have
you
pneumonia.
shouldn't have been stupid then.
I've been trying.
Watch
I have
your
pneumonia, bro.
hand.
Sergeant, I have pneumonia.
He's got one right there.
Hey, Bill.
Right here on the
Right here.
I have pneumonia.
Right
And behind.
Wow.
And behind. And behind.
Relax.
Oh.
Stop being a big baby.
I have pneumonia, bro.
That's all for it.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt him.
I can't breathe, bro.
But we remember that pig the other day squealing when she got shot in the leg. Yeah, my leg, my leg. I'd cry too. What I don't want to hear is don't be a big baby just because you got shot with 50,000 volts. And they have no empathy. They got no sympathy. They're just horrible, evil demons.
You're fine. You're talking.
I'm good. I've got it.
Oh, because you're talking, you're good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Ow, my wrist! God damn it, man!
His wrist. So they put you in the torture cuffs. And then what they do as you're in the torture cuffs, your wrists are like this. Then they take your wrist and bend it over the torture cuff, trying to break your wrist. We've shown it in hundreds of videos on this channel. Hundreds of videos. You got to get it on camera. You got to get it on camera. That's what you got to do.
Hey, did we search him real good?
Little follow-up action for you.
But first at 6, for almost 2 years, the public never knew about this disturbing abuse of force. A Glendale officer lying about a traffic stop and then kicking and tasering a handcuffed man in the groin. But then we got this video. After our reports, former officer Matthew Snyder was charged with multiple felonies.
And now we finally know his fate. He just pleaded guilty to a much lesser crime. Here's ABC 15 chief investigator.
Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Listen.
Officer Matthew Snyder was charged with multiple felonies.
Oh, so he was charged with multiple felonies. If you and I get charged with multiple felonies, they prosecute us.
And now we finally know his fate. He just pleaded guilty to a much lesser crime. Here's ABC 15 chief investigator Dave Biskobing.
I told you Dave Biskobing covered this.
The plea deal was for a single disorderly conduct charge.
Oh, God.
The plea deal was for a single disorderly conduct charge.
So the cop can attack him, tase him in the nuts, put his woman in torture cuffs, beat up his friends, arrest them, put them in a dungeon, and the cop is charged with a singular disorderly conduct charge. As governor, I will apply criminal codes to cops who violate our rights on the job. They'll be charged with PB 101, Police Brutality 101, Police Brutality 102. PF, Police Felony 101, Police Felony 102, PF. PN, Police Negligence 101, Police Negligence 102. You ever heard anybody else say they're running for governor and they're going to put criminal statutes in for cops who abuse us when they're on duty? Anybody else ever heard of that before? No. You can't run for governor and say that you're going to change policing because crime's so bad. Crime is so bad. How's it going? How's it going this way? It's going like shit. And the cops are the criminals. Let's listen to Dave Bisgabing here.
Now, that's a misdemeanor. And in this case, the judge decided there would be no jail and no probation.
No jail and no probation. He tried to break his arm. He tasered him in the nuts, and the cop gets nothing.
Just a small fine.
Thank you. Please be seated.
It's the sentencing hearing for former officer Matthew Schneider. This grainy video from the courtroom's video system.
Trying to break his arm.
The sentencing comes 5 years.
Trying to break his arm. His wrist is up by his neck.
After Schneider lied about seeing a blinker violation. And then repeatedly tasered Johnny Wheatcroft. He kicked him twice while handcuffed and then pulled down his pants and stunned him. Schneider accepted a plea deal from...
1 second, folks.
the Arizona Attorney General's office, and this is what he told the judge ahead of his sentencing.
Your Honor, I am standing before the court today as something in a million years that I would have never dreamed I'd be, a convicted criminal.
No, you absolutely are a criminal. You're absolutely a jackboot thug pig. I'm going to put him up on my community tab. And I don't know, is he still a pig? He's a convicted criminal. Is he still a pig though? I'm not sure if he's still a pig or not. Remember, the pig license, the peace officer's license is the pig signs. They can retire, be fired, be charged criminally. The pig license is good for 5 years. That means he's going to do his probation for disorderly conduct. He gets off of probation 2 years, a year, whatever it is. And then the peace officer's standards and training certificate that he got and magically becomes a law enforcer after peace officer standard of training, then that's good for 5 years. So now he's already done his probation. He already went through his restitution phase, which is nothing. And then he still has his peace officer's license. He can go be a law enforcer somewhere else. That's how it works.
As you know, I come from a law enforcement family.
I covered this case a long time ago. I covered Dave Bisgabing. I covered a bunch of his stories one time. As you know, he comes from a long law enforcement family like Zach Wester, who planted drugs on 6 people.
As you know, I come from a law enforcement family.
So his dad was a
It's
pig.
hard to describe this.
This is like a Press with Rancors case where you got Cole Tardif, a pig, his daddy pig chief, Todd Tardif, and then the pig daughter. What was her name, Press with Rancor? What's the daughter's name who works in the prosecutor's office there, and he's trying to prosecute you for a felony? What's her name? Is her name Tracy Tardif or something like that? So you got a pig dad who's the chief, you got a pig son named Cole, and then you got a pig daughter who works in the prosecutor's office. It's a family thing. They learn that what they're doing is just and good. Do me a favor. When you see a cop, give him the bird. When you see a pig, give him the bird. Tell him to go F himself, and make sure you got it on camera. I'm doing what Press with Rancor does now. Every time I see a cop, I give him the bird. I stick it right out there. Long middle finger. Just stick it right out there. Every time I see them now, because I can't stand these pigs.
The shame I felt telling from a law enforcement, a convicted criminal. As you know, I come from a law enforcement family. It's hard to describe the shame I felt telling the people who raised me.
Your pig family? Your pig ass family? Your pig family, Schneider? And your pig ass? Paige Tardif. That's right. Todd Tardif is the police chief. Cole Tardif is a canine pig, the most evil, sadistic pigs there are in Michigan. And Paige Tardif works in the prosecutor's office. And Lauren Wickman, the pig prosecuting sucker, who goes on to the locations where there's search warrant and looks for evidence as she's the prosecuting attorney. Michigan is a fucking joke when it comes to the pig system. It's hard to describe the shame I felt telling the people who raised me. You were raised by pigs, bro. You're a piece of shit, and so is your piece of shit pig family. When you die, I say, thank God you're dead. I don't say that. I don't wish them death, but when you die, I don't weep. I'll tell you that.
and were excellent role models that
they were excellent role models. Look at what you learned. You learned that our rights don't matter. You learned that you can do whatever the fuck you want to us.
be pleading guilty today.
Oh, you're pleading guilty and you're getting nothing. The prosecutor who works with the pigs every day, when I'm governor, I'll create a special prosecutor's office for pigs, not prosecutors that are active. I'll get retired lawyers and retired judges who want to get justice against these pigs. All it takes is a governor to create a third-party prosecutorial office that challenges a third-party prosecutorial office that prosecutes pigs when they do a criminal code violation, PB 101, PN 101, PF 101, criminal codes and statutes that I will insert into the legislation as governor. I'll have a legislator write them and I'll sign it into law.
It was even harder when I had to tell my kids.
Oh, you got pig kids too, buddy. Your pig ass kids are just like you. We would be best if your entire family lineage was just wiped out.
Took full responsibility for my actions on July 26, 2017.
If you took full responsibilities for your action, you'd be going to prison.
I tried to do my absolute best as a police officer and a human being that day.
No, you did not. You went up to him and said, "You got to use your blinker for us first time, brother. You got to use your blinker for us, brother." That's what you said. And then you savagely attacked him, tried to break his arm, pulled down his pants, and tased him in the nuts. I tried to do my absolute best as a pig and a human being that day. No, you didn't. You did not, dude. You're full of shit.
I tried to do my absolute best as a police officer and a human being that day, and it wasn't good enough.
Hey, get in front of the car right now. Get in front of the car. Come on. You're all right.
Judge Patricia Starr expressed sympathy for Snyder.
You suffer.
Front of the car. Come on. You're all right.
Judge Patricia Starr expressed sympathy.
Judge Patricia Starr
for Snyder.
You suffered for the last 5.5 years the consequences of what happened. Your family has suffered the consequences of what happened.
You want it again? Shut your mouth!
Consequences of what 5.5 years the consequences.
Expressed sympathy for Snyder.
So remember, the judges worked with the cops day in and day out. When you see someone's house get raided, it's this judge here, Patricia Shaw, who signed the warrant to no-knock raid your house. She signed the warrant for the raid on you. She signed the warrant to arrest you. Who does she work with every day? The pigs. So how does she see them? As sympathetic, that she needs to feel sorry for them.
You suffered.
He suffered?
For the last 5.5 years the consequences of what happened. Your family has suffered the consequences of what happened.
You want it again? Shut your mouth!
Oh, he sounds like such a victim, doesn't he?
I'm done around with you.
Here's a timeline of the case. The crime, July 2017. Nearly 2 years later, we publicly exposed the video in February 2019.
So, you see that? July 2017, they hid the body cam for 2 years.
2017. Nearly 2 years later, we publicly exposed the video in February 2019. Former
ABC broadcast body cam video. Governor Doug Ducey calls for new investigation. Doug Ducey could have fired them. He's the governor of what? Tyranny.
Governor Doug Ducey called for a new investigation. The criminal charges would not come until 2021. And before that,
2017 until 2021, and they're saying that this piece of shit Snyder suffered? How did he suffer? He was getting away with it. From July of 2017 to September of 2021. Do the math. That's over 4 years.
Snyder forfeited his certification, and Glendale approved an accidental disability claim.
So why does Glendale approve an accidental disability claim? Giving him his pension and his benefits, and he can now go and sign up to be a pig somewhere else. It's called reciprocity.
Allowing him to retire with a pension and benefits.
What not a lot of people do is you picked yourself up, you found something else, and you're now excelling at that.
Oh God, I would like to see her face. I you know what? If anybody can find out who this judge is, I will report to her. I will go and I will bring my camera and a microphone and I will report her. And I will say, Judge, you gave that cop absolute leniency and you said that he suffered, Judge. Can you explain to the audience exactly what you're talking about? Because it looks like he got away with it and you gave him nothing. God. I'm so mad.
So I would see no purpose whatsoever to put you on probation.
He's not even put on probation.
I see what's happened in the last 5.5 years and the loss of your career as a very severe punishment that's already happened to you.
Schneider was originally facing 3 felony aggravated assault charges. Again, his plea deal.
Wow. 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 No jail time and $100. Hey, Schneider, if I find you on the street and I beat the holy shit out of you, I'll just pay a $115 fine. If I use a weapon to tase you in the nuts, $115 fine for me. No need for probation. Chille beat the shit out of Schneider, but he just gets a $115 fine and probation. No probation. No probation. $115 fine. Schneider, I could beat the fuck out of you, bro. I could beat the fucking shit out of you, dude. I'm 49 years old, but I've been training for 30 years. I could beat the snot out of you, dude. You're God blessed lucky that I'm nonviolent. I could beat the shit out of you, dude, in 2 seconds. 10 to 15 before I had your neck and I choked the life out of you. That's how long it would take me to knock you unconscious. That's how long it would take. You're lucky I'm nonviolent. You're lucky that my movement is nonviolent. What a beta male cuck. What a bitch. I'm just, you know what makes me the most mad though? This is what makes me the most mad.
So I would see no purpose whatsoever.
No purpose whatsoever to put someone on probation who attacked another person and tased them in the nuts.
To put you on probation.
Who is this judge? Can we find out who this judge is? Because anybody find out who the judge is?
I see what's happened in the last 5.5 years and the loss of your career as a very severe punishment. That's
You don't get to be a pig anymore and that's a severe punishment? What a load of shit. What a load of shit.
already happened to you.
Schneider was originally facing 3 felony aggravated assault charges. Again, his plea deal is for a single misdemeanor disorderly conduct charge. No jail, no probation. But Judge Starr did order Schneider to pay fines and fees, totaling $115.
And that's going to be my sentence. I think it's time for everybody to move on. I have no doubt that you're going to continue to have a huge impact in your community just as you have.
Yeah, he had a huge impact as being a jackboot thug pig tyrant. Patricia Starr is up for re-election. Can anybody find out where her campaign is, where she's located? I'm going to go to her and I'm going to ask her on camera what she did. I'm going to play this tape wherever she's campaigning. Arizona is not far from me in California or Nevada.
Years.
Now, the victim and his family did sue. A settlement has been reached, but has not been officially finalized. So far, the terms are confidential. We're still working to get more information about how much this will cost taxpayers. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
You can see all of Dave's award-winning coverage on this case at abc15.com/abuse of force.
We're living in just the worst. This is just the worst. This is literally the worst situation. Like we're living in absolute tyrannical dystopian garbage. So let me show you guys something so that you guys can know exactly what I've done. If you need to take a screenshot, you feel like you want to get a screenshot instead of waiting for me to email you the PDF. This is the Trifold that I sell on my website. And I'm going to read over with you guys a little bit. Tonight, I'm doing a special. Dan Fizzle, send me more information. Dan and I are in touch. Just so you guys know, I met Dan in real life. I met Dan in Ohio in real life. Didn't we meet, Dan? I think we met. Did we meet right outside of Youngstown? I'm pretty sure that we did. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a Trifold. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a Trifold in your car. I just want to see how many people have a Trifold in your car. DLC has his. How many people, put a 1 in the chat if you have a Trifold or a Fifth Amendment cop card, because if you get a Trifold from me today, I'm also going to give you the cop cards for free. The driver and the non-driver cop card I'm going to give to you for free. Now there's a redesign done. So Derek, I need to see your video. I need to see your video. Yeah, Drophead 74 has got the hoodie, got the Trifold, got the cop card, got everything. I want to just read over. And I do have all hoodies in stock now. Nothing ships until Tuesday because I'm in DC. So nothing ships till Tuesday. This is the hoodie. We don't stop. This, I have every size in stock. If it says it's not available on my website, that's not true. It is available on my website. We don't stop. And then on the back of this says Team DLZ. Oops, got stuck in place here. Team DLZ right there. That's what the back of it looks like. I have every size in stock right now. And just so you guys know, the cost for me to produce the hoodie is $32. That's how much each hoodie costs because I get the best hoodie there is. And the silk screening on here is $15. I'm going to change my printer possibly because it's a kind of an expensive printer, but it's the top of the line, best hoodie you can possibly get. Doesn't tear, doesn't shrink. Just frustrated with watching that case. So here's the trifold. Let me read this trifold for you guys. So right here, right off the bat, we've been over this. You have to say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I don't answer questions. Don't ask me where I'm coming from, where I'm going, where I've been, if I've been drinking. Everything I need to provide is in the slip below. Then over here, you have the cop says that you threatened him. Well, the cop can say that you threatened him, but the problem with that is, Derek, I'm listening to you, but you're going through it. Derek's being prosecuted by the state. Everybody wish Derek luck. I hear you, Derek. I can't do much if there's no video. I'm limited. I'm only a journalist. I may be a constitutional law scholar, but I don't have a bar card. Unless you have a video where I can expose them, I'm limited with what I can do. I care about you, D. I'm sorry you're going through it. Everybody wish Derek luck. I don't know what you have going on exactly in your case. I've seen in the last couple of chats you've been saying something, but I don't know what's going on. I haven't talked to you on the phone. I haven't checked my email in 2 or 3 days. My assistant's doing all my emails because I'm working with Dick Heller to get his Heller Gun Dude going. You notice I have Heller Gun Dude as my name today. I'm helping somebody get something going. And the reason why I'm helping Heller Gun Dude is because he and I have the same vision of having lawyers in every different state that can help people who catch their video on case, who catch their case on video. I have real bad dyslexia, sorry. So if you got your case on video, then I have a lot better chance of being able to help you. But everybody here, Derek, is telling me about you. And I keep on asking people when they email me before I got to DC, hey, do you have a video of that? Do you have a video of that? Thanks for coming by the channel, brother. You'd probably be better off on another channel, though. Not you, Derek. I was talking to somebody else. But everybody here wishes you luck. I just don't know what's going on with your case, and you're being persecuted and prosecuted by the state. You're going to be going through PTSD big time. Get the body camera and send it to me. So that's what I can do is I can expose it. And if you got cheated and it's on camera, then I can crowdfund an attorney for you. But that's where that's what I can do for you. I mean, I've been totally honest with everybody. I don't have a bar card. I didn't graduate from college. I started studying after I got no-knock-rated. And ever since then, I've just kept on studying. Oh, so the hoodies now take 2 or 3 days because now I use priority mail shipping. I now ship your hoodies in 2 to 3 days. And I'm not shipping till Tuesday. So if you order a hoodie today, you'll get it on Friday because I ship it on Tuesday when I'm back in California. So, yep. I'm sorry you're going through this, Derek. I'm sorry you're going through this, man. Everybody wish Derek more luck. You know, what does it say here? No PSP body camera in 2022. They just started in August of 2024. Derek, I'm more than willing to take a phone call and sit on the phone with you and talk a little bit. And Maricopa County Superior Judge in Arizona, she's assumed office in her current term ends January 6, 2025. I'm still going to go there. I want to go there and I want to listen. You guys remember the old style of reporting, ambush reporting, where you show up with a camera crew and a microphone and ask the judge, why did you give that cop no probation and no jail time? That's what I'm going to do to Patricia Starr. I'm going to show up and I'm going to ask her questions. I have no violent intent. I have every right to ask her questions. She's a public official elected by the people. Do the people of Maricopa County, that's where that pig is, where they do all the videos of the pigs up and down the highway. Frank, right? That's where they do it. Derek, send me your phone number. I'll reach out to you and I'll have a phone call with you and see what I can do. I'll do everything I can to help you, buddy. I care about you. I'm sorry you're going through this. I stopped everything I'm doing right now so I could talk to you and just you. And there's 700 people here between Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. But I still stopped what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna end up talking to Patricia Starr. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, Derek. It's really tough. Yeah, F boy Frank. So this is your trifold right here. This is what I sell, and I want to make sure that you guys get it. If you can't afford it, I'll email you a copy. You can print it out yourself. Revoke consent, U.S. versus Williams. I give consent and I can revoke it while filming. If you know the cop is going to search your car and you initially give consent, you can revoke that consent moments later. However, you must be unequivocal, clearly stating I gave consent and now I revoke consent. Stop searching my car. By law, if you give consent, you can revoke it. You can't park on the highway. Say you pull over to film the cops. Right to stop is fundamental. Constitutionally, my right to stop is inherent in my right to travel. Your state statute or ordinance is unconstitutional. I stopped here to conduct my legitimate business affairs. Fact. Travel is also the right to stop along the way for a purpose. My incident to travel. Learn the law. There's your Fifth Amendment there. Whoops. And then where's the other side of this bad chicken? Mm-hmm. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Where is, oh, is it here? Where is the other side of this bad chicken? I can't find it. Oh, well, I was going to show you more of the trifold, but I have to, I'm on a mission. I got to make sure everybody in the world gets a trifold in your car. Even if you don't buy one from me, I email you one, a PDF, or I mail you one for free. We got to get a trifold in every single car in the country. Raya Hoot, I agree. I cannot sing very well at all whatsoever. I cannot sing. I'll show you one more thing, and then I'll probably get the flock out of here. But let me show you this. This came across the other day. I saw this. Read this article with me. This is really just absolutely disgusting. Okay, I see. I have to share it here. Alabama cop charged with making repeated swatting calls because it was funny. He called the SWAT team on people, and he thought it was funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. So now this says here, an Alabama pig officer has been charged with misdemeanor for making multiple swatting phone calls while on duty because he thought it was funny. And there is the whole article right there. If you called the cops and swatted someone, you would be charged with multiple felonies for each and every call that you made. This is the problem we're having, that it's one system for them and another system for us. And as governor, I will change that whatever a citizen will be charged with, the cop will be charged with the same crimes. And if the prosecutor's office is investigated and they find that they didn't charge the pig with the exact same thing you would charge the citizen with, then the prosecutor faces criminal charges. PB, police brutality, prosecutor misconduct, PM, prosecutor's misconduct. The fact that we have no criminal codes and statutes for prosecutors and judges is horrible. We have to hold them accountable under the law. Tenney versus Brandoff, 1951, makes it so that we can't hold them accountable. I'll change that through the legislation. Let me get rid of this real quick. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Christopher Eugene Sansbury, 23, has been placed on administrative leave from his job with the Montgomery Police Department after his arrest by Prattsville police, who said he made at least 6 false calls to departments over a 3-month period. Swatting is making bogus police reports of crimes to draw heavy police presence to a particular location. The calls began on October 30th and went through December. Prattville Police Chief Mark Thompson said, in the first call, Sansbury described a subject laying on the front yard, apparently shot. Other calls reported seeing people break into cars, vehicles, running around with a machete. The calls were reported a man walking around with a blood trail and seeing a male run around with a machete, people laying in the street bleeding. Thompson said his department is also working with agencies in Georgia, Wyoming, and Massachusetts to see if swatting calls in those jurisdictions are connected. The chief said Sansbury said in a statement that he thought it was funny. Point blank, honest with you, it pissed me off, Thompson said get out of here. You're just mad you guys got caught. You're just mad one of your pigs got caught. After his arrest, Thompson said it remained unclear why Sansbury allegedly made the phone call swatting. It's just so unbelievable to me. So unbelievable to me. He thought it was funny. We have enough to deal with the image of police officers already. We have enough to deal with the image of police officers already. Who did that? Who did that? And Michael Eline comes in with the stupidest comment of the night. Sorry, Michael, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It is not qualified immunity. It is Terry versus Ohio. But Michael Eline is the one who introduced me to Dick Heller. So he gets a pass. But Michael, keep up with Team DLZ. This is about Terry versus Ohio. It is not about qualified immunity. Michael Eline is an attorney in California and Texas. Matter of fact, Michael Eline, I lambasted you for saying that. Oh, you were saying to end qualified immunity. Oh, okay. So I take it back, Michael. Just so you know, Michael's an alpha male Marine. I'm an alpha male grappler. And so Michael Eline and I, we straight sharpen steel on one another. So anytime I can whack him, I whack him. So he was talking to end qualified immunity. He said, I support the Amish. But let me celebrate Michael first. Michael just won a case in California with attorney Alan Beck. Could you post a link, Michael? Can you post a link? You have a video of you. I know it's my fault, Michael. I'm just so used to jousting with you, man. That and by the way, he takes it to me. Michael's not a shrinking violet. He's a Marine. And so we have definitely had some sparring matches. Alan Beck won it. Okay, so Alan Beck is one of the attorneys that I'm working with through Dick Heller, and this is the reason why we're doing Heller Gun Dude. They just won a baton case. Alan Beck just won a baton case in California where you can now carry a baton and it's not against the law. So there that is. I feel like a sheep. My video sucks. That's okay. I'll bring you on the live stream and we'll do a live stream with you, buddy. But everybody, Michael Eline is an attorney. He's a Marine. He's an alpha, straight badass. Like we have straight, steel sharpens steel. And this guy has been on me like white on rice, pushing me to get my bar card done. And so I appreciate him. Everybody, I appreciate Michael Eline. I want everybody to know that this guy is so you need help making a video. I'll be more than willing to help you make a video, Michael. But let's do it on my oh, you did a live today with Alan Beck. Okay. Well, I'll bring you and Alan both on and then we'll do it together and we'll do a little bit. We'll do it. I've done this a lot, so we'll do a little bit better. Michael Eline takes on cases in California and Texas that he does on contingency. So I don't know where Derek Morris is, but I know Michael Eline takes on cases on contingency. And that includes car accidents, DUIs, everything. But specifically, he loves fighting for your First Amendment, your Second Amendment, your Fourth Amendment, your Fifth Amendment. This is what he loves to fight for. Now, he has to take cases where there's DUIs and car crashes and things like that. But if you got in a car crash in California, or you got a car crash in Texas, and you need an attorney and you can't afford one, he takes on cases that are based on contingency. Contingency meaning if he wins, you win. You guys split the money. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good guy. And he introduced me to Dick Heller. So nothing but grateful. Nothing but grateful. So Derek Morris said he sent you an email, Michael. Where are you located at, Derek? Let me see if I can connect you guys. And by the way, so then Press with Ranker down here, he just put his link to his channel in there. So then Michael Eline's connection, Alan Beck, who just won the California case, Alan Beck then referred me to an attorney in Michigan, and that's the attorney who's representing Garrett, Press with Ranker. We're still doing some finalization and stuff, but we're still working on some stuff. But so pretty much every road so far that's been really great in the past month has come through Michael Eline. So I'm super grateful to him. And Michael, anytime you want to, Let's just keep on sharpening each other, buddy. Let's just keep on sharpening each other. So we have enough to deal with the image of police officers already. And then we have somebody do something like this. And he was on duty when he was doing this. And so, yeah, it highly irritates me and other pigs that are trying to keep the image of law enforcement as an honorable career. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Listen, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, but you cannot sign up to this rigid, brutal set of policies, procedures, and protocols and call yourself an honorable career. You're a pig. You signed up to a pig shack, to a Death Star, where you do evil to people. You put people in torture cuffs and say, oh, yeah, it's totally justified that we had Tabitha Smith in torture cuffs and she drowned. That's our policy. That's our protocol. You know, for officer worry. Just disgusting. Just disgusting. I'm going to get it, Michael, I promise. So in the state of California, I can get my bar card by studying under Michael and working with him to get my bar card. So Michael, Eli, and I are working on that now. So that's what I'm doing now. I haven't started it yet, and he's pushing me, and so I'm pushing him back. And two bulls. Michael, I got nothing but love and respect for you, dude. So let's keep busting each other's balls until we get to the top. All right. Remember today's special is you're going to get the new cop cards if you get a trifold. Yesterday I was buying a trifold, giving one away for free. We have a list of 20 people. Yesterday 20 people ordered, so I'm giving away 20 trifolds. And so if you get a trifold today, I'm also going to give you a set of Fifth Amendment cop cards completely for free. And this is what the trifold looks like. Make sure you memorize every single part of this trifold, every single part of it. And this is going to help you so much when you get pulled over. It's a step-by-step tutorial. So you use your camera, you get pulled over, you deal with it like this. You use your trifold. Learn the law. Learn the law. It's on your trifold. Learn the law. Semper Fi, Michael. Semper Fi right there. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Ghost Man. Can I get a comment in this chat for me? OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Can you put it in the comment section for me? Can you put it in the comment section? Can you please? What's up, Buttercup? Cheryl, what is going on? I am God is here. Young Disney. PJ is here. Justice for James Sheets. Kevin Brzezinski. Ms. Constitutional Rights is here. Ooh, love it. Look at that. Look at Ms. Constitutional Rights. Oh, that's right. You ordered a hoodie. I shipped it to you. That is the hoodie right there. Ms. Constitutional Rights right there. Good to see you. Press with Rancor is here, everybody. Jessica Kerstead is here. Two Boys and Their Scary Pops is here. Samson Simpson 88 is here. Let's go OTVO. Let's go OTVO is here. Good to see you. Frank is here. What is going on? ACU is here. Carrie is here. Danny is here. William is here. Felicia. Thank you so much for your support the past couple of months, Felicia. You've helped so many people. You've helped so many people. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. You know, Felicia has donated to me where I can't not help more people when people help me. And because of Felicia's donations, along with Drophead 74 and Chevy and Ms. Constitutional Rights and Desiree and all these people who have donated to me, I've been able to give away my products for free. So please, if you can afford it, buy it, because I do need your support and you need my trifold. But if you can't afford it, reach out to me. I might shock you. I might send it to you in the mail. You might be like, holy shit, he actually sent this to me. So if you want to get your cop cards, Greg are there. Greg, give me a call after this live stream. I want to talk to you. See if we can connect us to Derek Morris. I'm going to get people who are going to fake being Derek. So I want to make sure we can reach out to him. Clown Patrol is here. Thank you for coming. Rai Hoots Hottits is here. So good to see you. Nice to see you, James. Thank you for coming. I super appreciate it. Paul is here. I saw Paul right there a second ago. Bruce is here. Mikey B was here. I saw Mikey B. Avery Flowers. Avery Flowers. Love you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. I super appreciate it. Heather Thayer, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks, Thayer. I'm sorry you got hammered. Breaking the Flaw. Your video is done. I got a video from Breaking the Flaw. I don't want to cover it tonight because I've been on for 2.5 hours and I really got to work back with Dick Heller. Just so you guys know, last night, Dick Heller and I worked until 2 o'clock in the morning. Saturday night, I don't know what you were doing, but Dick and I were on camera. Dick and I, Gun Dude and I were on camera. If you want to get a Heller Gun Dude keychain, listen, we're going to drop these down to $12 because they only cost $2 to produce. So that's our cost on this. You guys know I'll share everything. There's nothing I won't share with you. So these are only costing us $2.20 to get produced. So I'm going to drop the price down to $12. If you want to pay $30, great, but just wait until I get this down to $12. And this will be $12, and you can get a Heller Gun Dude keychain. And we're hoping to move volume of these because the proceeds go to people like Michael Eline and Alan Beck, who we're going to hire to file to sue people. Lawyers for like Derek Morris. That's the whole. Let me be clear. The entire reason I'm doing the Heller Gun Dude brand, HellerGunDude.com, is because Dick Heller, who started off with Heller 1 in 2008 in District of Columbia versus Heller, is now at Heller 11 in the year 2024. He doesn't stop. And so when I met him through Michael Eline, thank you, Michael, for introducing me, I said, dude, you have a $1 million brand. I said, can I brand you and we can take the money and hire lawyers and sue these bad cops? And he said, yes. He said, there's all kinds of people all over the country who need lawyers and need help. He wants to help a couple of people. He's got his own list. So I'm going to knock these down to $12 on the Heller Gun Dude website. And then if you can go there and buy them, I would be super grateful. It would mean an absolute bunch, because you're not just getting a Heller Gun Dude keychain. You're also supporting the Second Amendment, the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment. And right now, this is the only product. Oh, let me show you the other product I have that we just finished today so you guys can see it. We actually have the prototype finally coming out today, which is really exciting. I'm going to show you guys this. And this is what it looks like right here. Let me get the one that's not black and white. There you go. Okie dokie. Let me open this with, sorry about that. I need a new microphone stand big time. This one, I need one that's like a good one, but I don't have one yet. So here is the Heller gun. This is the paperweight that we're having manufactured now. And this is the one that we're going to sell. I hope we sell a lot of these so we can get more people. There that is. Check that out. How cool is that? So that's the paperweight that it's almost like a desk display, so that you can put this on your desk. Now you can't see, it's not 3D. So the steel rods going down, those actually have a plate on them so that your Heller AR-15 can go right on your desk. And then you leave that on your desk. It's like 8 to 10 inches long, 4 to 6 inches high. And we have those on pre-order right now. As a matter of fact, there you go. And now it will be up on the website here in the next 20, 30 minutes. So that's the Heller Gun Dude paperweight or or desk display. So it'll be 8 to 10 inches long. And then it has Heller right on the cross of it, because the reason why is, if you guys don't know, Dick Heller is the guy who he's the one. Thank you. Thank you, Drophead 74. He's the guy who challenged the Washington, D.C. ordinance of 1976 that said you weren't allowed to own a firearm in your home. So Dick literally became a cop. He never, ever put torture cuffs on a single person ever. Can you believe that? Talked to him last night about it. And then when they denied his gun rights, he decided to sue in Heller versus District of Columbia. He lost the first one in the state court, and then the circuit court here in DC, they upheld his right to own a gun. And so because of Heller, then you got McDonald versus Chicago in 2012. That was in 2008. In 2012, McDonald versus Chicago then incorporated your Second Amendment rights across the country federally. So every state in the nation had to recognize your Second Amendment right to own a firearm in your house. So this is the desk display. We're going to do an AK-47. We're going to do an AR-15. And I don't know what other guns after that we're going to produce. But it's important, and you're not just getting a display for your desk. What you're actually doing is you're supporting the Second Amendment, and you're showing other people that you don't mind showing your support for the Second Amendment. You want to jump on, Dick? You want to say hello? See if you can slide. Okay. So Dick is here now. I'm going to bring him in. He can say hello to you guys just for a couple seconds. And so I just wanted to show you guys this right here. This is on pre-order at HellerGunDude.com. And I just sent this off to the website guy, so he'll have it on the website. And then we have I have 2 different vendors who are doing 3D fabrications in the Midwest. And so I'm looking forward to this being accomplished. I don't think the gun dude is ever going to run for office, but I appreciate the idea. I would trust no other person more than let me jump in here, Mr. Gun Dude. He prefers the gun dude over everything else. Just coming down to the end of it. There it is.
Hey, folks, I'm glad to be here. I was just thinking of something I said earlier about how expensive lawyers are. $1.2 million is a lot of geek. You know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was thinking, I don't think people believe that. I need to dig up the documents that I actually had to sign to approve the government paying that amount back to the lawyers for their expenses, because that's what happens in a 1983 kind of case when government violates your civil rights. They have to pay your attorney fees if you win. And we have the actual documents for that. I had to sign off on them.
Okay.
And it also said, Dick Heller, you don't get a dime of that. That all goes to your lawyers.
Yeah. I mean, we had a few days in Vegas to connect, and then we have been together now for the last 3 days here in Washington, D.C. And what we get out of this is takeout food. we take out food because there's no time. As much time as we spend working, there's just no time to cook and then clean and then do the dishes. And so what we get out of this from the hellerdude.com is we will be ordering takeout.
That's about the only perk right now. And then helping other people fight the injustices they go through that's satisfaction itself. I mean, Christ gave his life just for the satisfaction of saving the rest of the planet.
Yeah.
And we're not Christ, but we get benefit from helping people.
Yeah, I was, and he was in church this morning when I was still sleeping in because I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning.
What is that?
I was working on that display right there that you guys got to see. I was working on that new desk or gun display there. And then last night, Gun Dude and I watched a video of a cop parking our patrol car on the railroad tracks, and then someone in the patrol car getting hit by that car, by the train. And so people like that, I want to reach out to, and I want to say, hey, look, we've raised a fund. We have a fund for you, and we want to hire your attorney to sue those cops who left you on the train tracks and you got hit by a train.
Yes. Did you get a response to find out who that woman was so we could address that issue? We can find out. We have people that can find anybody.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure, sir.
Okay.
Adios. I'll be on again soon.
Okay. Thank you, Gun Dude. Appreciate you. So yeah, do you guys remember the case? I think it was in Colorado. I could pull up the video, but everybody knows the case. If you guys can find her family, there's a few cases, like for example, the Gomez woman in Uvalde, and then Chow in Massachusetts. And then there's that case where she got hit by the car on the train tracks. You know, we want to take the funding that we are able to generate by selling little tiny miniature guns that you have Heller's name on them. So you talk about Heller versus DC. We want to take the funding and we want to hire attorneys all around the country and create a network of attorneys. So then Michael Eline can reach out to more attorneys and say, hey, we have a little bit of funding. Are you willing to work with us? And we'll put you on a retainer and pay you. So that's what we're trying to do. Oh, she settled a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Oh, great. Great. I'm happy for her. She deserved it. She absolutely deserved what happened. So, all right. Chris Boudreau is in here. What's going on, Chris? Good to see you. David Adams is in here. Freddie is in here. Dixon is in here. Yeah. Gun Dude's a badass and he doesn't stop. This is a green screen and you have to get up on the wall, drill holes in the wall and put the green screen up. I tried to do this today for us so that we have a green screen for tonight's live stream. And Gun Dude said, no, move out of the way. I'm doing it. And he got up here. He's 82, grabbed a drill, stuck it up into the thing and hung this while I was finishing the display for the Heller Gun Dude desktop, the Heller Gun Dude. I guess you would call that desk display. I guess we call it, or a glorified paperweight, because there's 4 points where it contacts the ground. And I designed that for the fabricators in the Midwest. So I'm looking forward to that. Nice to see you, Right Way Ministries. Thank you guys all for coming. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.